Sports brought to you by Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big B Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. The Coca-Cola pregame is up next.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
Time now for the Coca-Cola pregame show.
And we are live at John R. Nelson Gymnasium in Culver, Indiana. Rusty Nixon with Peyton Skirvin. Man, I can't tell you the number of times I've been in this place.
You know, every time I walk in here, Rusty, I'm reminded of just how nice these facilities are.
Oh, they're incredible.
With just, how many great courts we do have around here, man, this is up there. This is incredible. I mean, I took a trip down there to look at the concession stand, as I always do. The bathrooms were great. It's a great place to catch a game.
Well, and they just renovated it, too. I mean, it's everything inside is new. And, it's funny about this place in Triton. The two teams were playing tonight. They both built their gyms so that they could host sectionals.
Right.
And that was the whole reason. This is one of the biggest single-A gyms in Indiana.
Yeah. I mean, this would be a large, low-level college gym. Anybody not from the state of Indiana, if you saw this and said how many students go to this school, they would probably their jaw would drop. So, yeah, you're completely right, Rusty.
It was all designed so they could host sectional tournaments, and why not? Because you know as well as I do how much of an advantage that is when you're at home for sectional play. And tonight it's going to be a sectional-like game for these two teams. Triton girls is the first one, Triton and Culver girls. This is going to be an interesting game. Triton has one of those young teams that they're just trying to get into shape with, and they've won some really big games against teams that honestly are just they're really good basketball teams. Then they've let a few get away from them, and we talked with Ashley Faulkner about that in our pregame, and it's been that kind of a season for them.
Yeah, Rusty, and that's just part of coaching high school sports sometimes, right, is that you're going to deal with kids that have good days and have bad days. And at this level, you just try to put those good days together as much as possible. And, I think there's something to be said about winning those games that are people don't expect you to win, maybe, and that you need that you had to really step up for. But there's also something that really hurts you about losing games that you feel like you should win. And so that's the ups and downs of a season, though.
But the coaching aspect of that, and you can talk to this, getting your players to believe what you're seeing when they win those big games. I think that's what it boils down to. What do you believe is going to happen?
Yeah, and convincing yourself that you can play at this level all the time. You can play at that high level and not stoop down to those lows. And what's great about that, Rusty, and with the modern game is we have film of everything.
Oh,
right? And
yeah.
so you're able to really
yeah.
go back and watch some of those games. But the other end of that is you also put that tape out there for other teams to see how the right way to attack you. And so I think we're going to see two teams that know each other really well here tonight, and it should be fun to watch.
For Culver, it's a matter of just continuing what you're doing. I don't have my sheet in front of me. I believe they come in at 12-4. They've had a great year. They've got a lot of weapons that they can draw on, but the biggest weapon they have is their defense. They hang their hat on being able to play that kind of defense.
Yeah, Rusty, and to go 12-4, it's not easy to. We talked, about some of those low spots, but only losing 4 games in the season, there's something to be said about that. Yeah, they're giving up 32.9 points a game, Rusty. It's that's really good defense at this level, and like you said, that's what they like to pride themselves on.
They've got a lot of weapons too. Ava McCune, and once again, most of these girls are sophomores. This is a young team as well. Ava McCune is a sophomore. She can. I saw her one game. She lit it up for like 25, had 10 rebounds, a bunch of assists. Saw her another game, she had 2. But the rest of the team picked it up behind her, and the rest of the team being Ashlyn Parent, who, once again, that's somebody on your scouting report you got to take care of. Brianna Schlemmer can drain a 3 from pretty much anywhere she wants to be. When she's the guy that when she gets the ball, everybody's yelling, shoot her.
Exactly. Get a hand up, absolutely.
Yep. And then you've got the force in the middle. Brooke Davis has just – she's been really, really good underneath, and she can score the basketball as well.
Yeah, and I think, having those, like you said, they're young, a lot of these scorers, but having that many different options, Rusty, is that when you have, when McCune's not on, you've got other people that can step up and, help support that.
Eliana Andrzejewski's also been – she's like that wild card. She'll do just a little bit of everything. She's like the Swiss Army knife of this team. Just a little bit of anything whenever you need it, wherever you need it. And, this is going to be an interesting game tonight. Triton needs this win.
They do.
Flat out, they need it to get their momentum going for the tournament. Culver needs it because they don't want to back off.
And yeah, Rusty, you want to be playing your best ball right now, right? Heading into the end of the season, and at this point, you kind of know what your role is as a teammate and as a player, and you're just trying to do whatever you can to help you win the next one, Rusty. And I think that's finding a way to just win the next one at this time in the year is the key.
Take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to both the head coaches here in tonight's opening matchup. Don't forget, we got Triton and Culver boys coming up. You're going to be interested to see how Culver plays defense.
I'm excited.
It's something you haven't seen before, so we'll be right back.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, you'll love it. No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. Coach's Corner brought to you by Marion's University and Silla College.
And A.J. Neese, head coach of the Culver Lady Cavs, joins me. It's been a little bit since I've seen you guys, but, man, you've just got to be real happy with the way your season is going, man. You're having a good year.
Yeah, we're pretty happy right now. There's a couple there at the beginning of the year that we thought we let slip away, like a Westville, and even that Judson game we thought we'd let slip away when we go. I think Ava ended up with 17, but she went like 4 of 19 from the free throw line, and we lose by 7.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those, like, oh, man, whatever way the ball falls.
I've seen Judson play, though. I mean, they can do some things. Defensively, that pressure gives people a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why they're probably either the best or the second best team in our sectional right now, behind ECA or right in front of ECA.
I'm going to say Elkhart Christian isn't bad either, and they're on your schedule. So you've been tested a little bit as you've gone through this, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think even going into next week in the Bi-County, we're going to get tested, too. You know, we open up with Glenn and then maybe an OD or an Argus. And then hopefully we'll be playing on that Saturday night, playing a really, really good Bremen team.
Yeah, I was going to say that opening game for you guys in the Bi-County, that's a tough one. I mean, it ought to be an interesting game if either one of you can score. Bottom line,
yeah.
I mean, you know, that both of you hang your hat on just being lockdown defenses.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what me and my coaching staff talked about it. That game might end up 19-20 for all we know. It might be a race to 20-25 and see who gets there first.
I'm going to say it'd be interesting. It'd be like one of those old time games where you used to have the center jump after every basket or whatever it was they used to do, and they'd have those 9 to 8 games. But, you know, talk about your defense a little bit. I talked earlier with Ryan over at Glenn, and, you know, talking about buy-in of your girls, and how do you get them to buy into the idea of we're going to sell out and we're going to play defense?
With our girls, it's hard because if you've ever watched any of my soccer games, we're pretty good on the defensive end there too.
Yeah.
And it just seems like I talk to, you know, the Brooke Davis, the Elianas, the Avas, the girls that play both for me, and they just love playing defense. They know that playing hard-nosed defense is going to make offense really, really easy when you can score off your defense. And they take their rest, you know, on the offensive end like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to play hard-nosed, get after it on defense, and then, okay, we'll walk the ball up the floor, we'll get our rest here. Sometimes I got called timeout just to get a rest because I only have probably 6 girls I rotate.
Right. Does that bother you at all, your depth? I mean, especially going into the tournament. That usually becomes a sticking point for some teams.
Yeah, somewhat, but the bright side of it, it's a kind of double-edged sword. They've played like that all year, so they're kind of used to it. You know, if they get in foul trouble, they know how to play with foul trouble. They know how to protect themselves from getting fouled out or anything like that. And it seems like it's different if it happens towards the end of the year. You know, you start losing players to injuries or something like that. But these girls have played with it all year, and they're kind of used to it by now. And it gets you in the best shape possible, buddy.
Yeah, it does. And I'm thinking it also teaches you to play through some adversity because, you know you're going to have to be there.
Yep. And you know you're going to have to play through that adversity, you know, foul trouble or shots not going your way. You know, I've had it in the past where girls aren't hitting shots and they go, coach, just take me out. Just take me out. Yeah. Well, now I can't. So you got to figure it out on the fly.
Yeah. And I'm also thinking the other aspect of that. You got a lot of young girls, and honestly, when you were a player, did you ever want to come out of the game?
No, definitely not. I was mad when I got taken out.
So I'm sure that helps out. Last time I saw you guys play, I think it was over at Knox. They did a nice job on Ava, but you had a lot of girls step up. She wasn't scoring a lot, but you had a lot of people step up and take over that responsibility.
Yeah, especially not having Ashlyn there, being on vacation.
Right.
For that Knox game, it seemed like Ava was kind of in her head a little bit, not having her sidekick up top and stuff like that. Yeah. So it kind of threw her off a little bit. But thankfully, Brooke Davis, Bree Schemler, and Eliana stepped up and had big scoring nights for us in those games.
And Bree is that kind of a player that, well, let's put it this way: whenever she gets the ball, you're definitely probably supposed to hear the word "shooter" getting yelled from the other bench. I mean, she could go off and hit a bunch, and she did that night.
Oh yeah, she's one of those girls. When she's on, she is on, and you might see her put up 18, 19 threes in a game.
Yeah,
and I tease her all the time. Like I wish back when I played, I could get that many shots off. You better be thanking your teammates for getting you open and getting you the ball to be able to shoot that many times. I don't know if I ever shot 18 shots in a game.
Yeah.
Let alone 18 threes.
Yeah. Well, Brooke does a nice job too underneath. I mean, she's a nice piece, and I think she had a really good scoring night that night too.
Yeah, and then both of them turned around after our long break over Christmas break. We ended up beating Caston last week by I think 17, and Brooke and Bree both had 15 in that game. I think Eliana had 9, Ava had 7, Ash had 8. Kind of a little bit of everybody, and that's what it's been all year. It just depends on which two are on the top side of that. Sometimes it's Ava and Ash having 15 or 16. Sometimes it's Bree and Elle. Sometimes it's Brooke. And I think with those 5 or 6 girls that we have on any given night, anybody could step up in a different way.
Talk about a little bit too the up and down of the way the weather. Bottom line, what I'm trying to ask you is, you missed a game this week earlier because of the weather, and how does that affect you? I mean, it takes you out of your routine. You prepared for that, and now you're dead in the water. I mean, how do you approach that when you lose a game like that?
Especially this time of year, it's tough because you're running into not being able to make it up.
Right.
Because we only got 2 weeks left of our season before the sectional, so we're trying to jam another game in somewhere when we got Bi-County next week, and then we had to make up a game from earlier in the year with North Miami that's now slid in at the end of our schedule. So it's kind of hard, and it kind of throws a wrench into everything. But the girls, it seemed like, weren't too mad about it because they didn't have school the next day after the game.
Yeah.
They got to sleep in a little bit, and we got to come in and practice yesterday afternoon. But as a coach, it kind of stinks because now, that was another chance to get another win, add another win, take that next step, and prepare yourself for that Bi-County next week, because we were going to play on a Wednesday and then tonight on Friday, so it's kind of a sectional prep week we were kind of preparing ourselves for. But it's always nice to have a little bit of a break, hang out with the kids at home. But, we still do what we do. We still got in and got after it yesterday and prepared for Triton for tonight. And then we'll come in tomorrow after, and we'll break down the Triton film and prepare for Glenn.
I got to believe that's going to be tough, too. If they try to slide that in, you end up playing so many games. That's just as tough as losing a game to weather. I mean, having to play 2 or 3 games in a week, that's tough.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer that only makes you stronger, especially, if they do slide it in at that last week, that would put us in back-to-back weeks where hopefully we're playing 3 games. in a week, and that's definitely preparing us for that sectional week of a
Yeah.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, kind of thing. And I'm not mad about it, but the girls might be.
Well,
I always like playing instead of practicing.
I was going to say the other part of that is, I'm not. You don't have to come to practice. I at this point of the year, I'm sure they'd all much rather play a game than come to practice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially Coach Niece's practice. They don't like those too well.
Talk about your opponent tonight. I mean, when you look at Triton, what do you see?
They're coached well. Ashley does a great job over there. The wins and losses might not be where she wants them to be, but they play hard. And looking at their schedule, like they've beaten some pretty good teams.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, they've lost to some teams they probably shouldn't have lost to as well. They beat a North Miami team, they beat a Plymouth, and just stuff like that. So that's the crazy thing about basketball this year. Any given night, anybody can beat anybody, and we just have to be ready to go. Got to know where their shooters are, and we got to be able to run the floor and be nasty in our defense.
Talk about your girls. I mean, you already mentioned some of it. But what do you got to do to get a win tonight?
We got to be able to hit shots. We got to rebound, and we got to fly the floor. We got to get Ava back on track. The last couple of games, I think she's only averaging like 5 or 6 points a game. Teams are really taking her out of it. And if you've watched this, a lot of her offense comes in the full court. We get up and press. She gets steals, layups, or at the top of our zone, she gets steals, layups. And she's the one that gets us going. Her and Ashlyn. And then Brooke and Elle and Bree Schemler, kind of hold us down, keep our feet on the ground, because Ava and Ash just want to get out, get nasty, run the floors as fast as they can, and then those three kind of keep our feet on the ground, hold us back, and hey, let's take care of this and let's do it the right way.
Right.
But yeah, in order for us to get a win, we got to be able to hit shots, because I guarantee Triton's gonna throw a little bit of everything at us, zone-wise, man-to-man, a little bit of press. So we just got to take care of the ball, hit shots, and be able to run the floor.
Well, man, thanks for taking the time. As always, good luck to you tonight, and I guess we'll see you in a few hours.
All right, Rusty, I appreciate you, man.
That is A.J. Niece, head coach at Culver. We'll be right back.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Ashley Faulkner, the Triton head coach, joins me, and your coach's office is probably, I don't know, figuring out your team has to be a full-time job. You have beaten some big-time schools. You've lost to some maybe you shouldn't have lost to. I mean, it's a strange year for you guys.
It is a strange year for us. I think to a certain degree we're kind of, I don't want to say that we're struggling with our identity, but, sort of, and unfortunately that sometimes changes in the middle of the game even. You know what I mean? Where like we might have a really dynamite quarter, and then we go through a drought for a couple quarters, and then we have another dynamite quarter, to end the game or something like that. So yeah, we've definitely kind of seen the gamut of, what our team can do. I mean, there are times where we can look really, really, really good, and there are other times where, we struggle to put the ball in the hole. And when that happens, you kind of see some of those lopsided scores and some of those games that maybe we should have won that snuck away from us.
I'm getting the feeling that consistency is what you're seeing
Sure.
What you guys need.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we just don't have it for 4 quarters sometimes.
Talk about both sides of the ball here for us. I mean, let's start with the offense. I'm sure you'd like to score a few more points.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that if we had one Achilles heel, it would probably be our offense right now. We can play some pretty good dynamite defense, but if you can't put the ball in the hole, that puts a lot of pressure on your defense. So we've been trying to implement new plays, do some different things, try to get some different scoring opportunities for some of our girls. And sometimes the ball wants to go in the hole, and other times it doesn't. It's pretty apparent that our shooting percentage isn't what we would like it to be, both from the field and from the free throw line. So, I mean, that's just something that we're constantly trying to battle and get better at.
That's just a matter of repetition, isn't it? Just getting shots up all the time.
It is, and I mean, I think that, and most coaches would probably preach to the choir when it comes to this. You don't have a lot of time during the season to really work on that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, you work on some shooting in practice, but you can't spend 2 hours of your practice just doing shooting. You know what I mean? Because you got to get ready for games and prep for games and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things where that's something that needs to be done in the off season, to build those good habits. And it's just something that we're going to have to talk to our girls about this off season to say, hey, like, we really do need you to really get in the gym and get some shots up this summer.
How about defensively? How do you feel about where you're at there?
I would say we had a really good start to the season defensively. And as our offensive woes increased, our focus in practice maybe stepped away from the defensive side of the ball a little bit. And so maybe in the last couple games, we've definitely given up some more points than we have wanted to. But we're starting to, try to get back to our identity of being a fierce defensive team. We have all the pieces there. We just need to shore up some of those bad habits that kind of crept back in. So I would say defensively is definitely our strength.
Talk about overall. I mean, if you had to pinpoint maybe one or two, maybe three things that you really feel you got to get better at to have a good run here at the end, what are those things?
We have to shoot at the free throw line better. I mean, free throws, you want to talk about something that you can point to in all of our games that have been a struggle, whether it is a win or a loss, and it is free throws. And we told the girls that has been something that has lost us some games, down the road, or throughout the course of our season. So I would definitely say free throws. We need to get back our defensive intensity. That definitely needs to be a focus. And then we need to score the ball. We have to find some way to put the ball in the hole.
You got a tough stretch coming up here, too. I mean, it starts tonight with Culver. They're having a good year. LaVille is always solid. South Central's always solid. You end with North Judson, who's having a great year. I mean, that's a tough run to end the season with, too.
Yeah. If you look back at our schedule, I don't know that you can really say that we have any, cupcakes, per se.
Yeah, that's true.
We play a tough schedule, and that's for a reason. It does prepare you better, I feel like, for the postseason when you play a tough schedule and not just a bunch of cream puffs. But yeah, we have a tough schedule coming up, and we need to go out and compete. I mean, that's what I told the girls. I said, you need to go out and compete every single night. We're not the same team as last year. We're far better than we were last year. And we have the opportunities to play spoiler in some of those games if they want it. So.
Talk about your opponent tonight, Culver. I mean, that's another team that wants to get out and play defense. I mean, that's what they hang their hat on. What do you see when you break them down?
Yeah, they're definitely they have a lot of defensive tenacity. Barrett and McCune want to go out and put a lot of pressure on the ball. So we're going to have to withstand that and try to, find the gaps in their defense and try to put the ball in the hole there. They are good offensively. They shoot a lot of 3-pointers, but yet they can get to the basket too. So we're going to have to be very disciplined with how we defend them tonight. I think it should be a pretty good game. If my team, comes out and plays the way that I know that they can play and how they have shown that they could play, tonight should be a good game.
What's on the checklist for you to get done to get a win tonight?
we have to make sure that we are meticulous with our defense. We have to execute the game plan. We have to make sure that, we don't lose shooters and that we don't just let them drive down the middle of the paint. You've got to be in good help side. And we have to make sure that we can withstand their pressure and not turn the ball over a lot.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time. I always appreciate that. And good luck to you tonight. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See you later, Rusty.
That is Ashley Faulkner, head coach at Triton.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Here's the keys to the game.
And we're back at Johnny Nelson Gymnasium at Culver High School. Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin just about ready to get started in this one. Keys to the game, you heard our coaches talk about it. I mean, obviously for Triton it's going to be turnovers. For Culver, to quote A.J. Neese, we want to get nasty on defense.
Yeah, I think Culver needs to set the tone defensively from the start, Rusty, and show what kind of game they want to play at home here. And like I said, Triton's got to take care of the ball, but they also got to make shots, Rusty. They got to find a way to put points on the board.
I'm thinking that with Triton, this game, maybe have a little more importance simply because they have a killer schedule down the stretch.
Yeah.
And to get a win here would help them go into that with a little momentum and maybe believing in themselves that, hey, we can play with teams like Culver.
Yeah, completely right, Rusty. And, like you said, a confidence builder is exactly what they need. And what a great opportunity they have here tonight to get a road win against a team having their senior night.
It's like you heard Ashley Seto say, we don't have a lot of cream puffs on our schedule.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to get their confidence builder against somebody like Culver, who also needs a win because they want to go into the tournament on a drive. They're 12-4. They've had a great year.
Yeah, Rusty, they've had a fantastic year. And, if they're going to want to win that sectional, they've got to play really high-level basketball. And so they'd like to start doing that right now into this final stretch of the season and get ready for that sectional.
Take a break. We come back. We'll have our starting lineups. You're listening to Max 98.3, part one of our game of the week, Culver and Triton.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Here's your starting lineup brought to you by First Federal Savings.
And let's start out with the visitors for Triton. It's going to be Savannah Hawley and Sierra Hawley. We're going to be calling those names a lot tonight. They have had a great year for the Trojans. Chloe McKinney and Miley Groves will join them along with Avery Beers. Just a great athlete. Avery is just one of those special players. For Culver, it's Ava McCune, Ashley Barrett, Eliana Andrzejewski, Brianna Schlemmer, and Brooke Davis, and we're underway. And the tip will go Culver's way, and Barrett will bring it up. Now he's going to hand it to McCune, and we'll start the half court. Culver and Triton, and we are underway. Ava McCune gets a call from the bench. A.J. Neese wants a particular play. She'll get it to Davis. Now left side to Barrett. She'll cross court. Davis underneath on the alley-oop, and she'll put it in.
Yeah, nice little lob set to start the game, Rusty. Good execution out of Culver.
Perfect pass, perfect bucket, full court pressure. 2-0 Culver. Chloe McKinney dribbling. She'll give it up to Savannah. It'll be Savannah and Sierra, I'm calling, when they're on the floor together so we can keep them separate. That's Sierra. She'll get it underneath. Veers. Now Savannah, top of the key, Groves. Back to Savannah, has it knocked away. She'll chase it down in the backcourt. McCune got in the passing lane, but Savannah able to get it out. Groves with a 15-footer buries it.
And nice pull-up jumper, found some space and buried it.
Miley Groves with a bucket, makes it 2-2, and now full court pressure from Triton. Ava McCune will break it. One-on-one with McKinney. Now she kills her dribble, needs help. She'll toss it over to Andrzejewski. And now they'll start the half court. Ava McCune works left side. Directing traffic, looking for somebody to come across. Nobody does. Ava drives, kicks to Barrett. Barrett drives into the paint. Gives it up to Andrzejewski. She'll go to the paint. Gives it over to Davis. Now back to Andrzejewski. 15-footer. Bank shot no good. And the rebound comes down in the hands of Groves. She'll bring it up herself. Now a long pass to the baseline to Savannah. Now top of the key to Groves. Right side to Sierra. She'll bring it out. Double team. Gets it to Groves. Now to Savannah. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to work this out. Sierra now, top of the key. Into the paint. Has the shot blocked, but gets fouled, and so she will shoot some free throws. So what you're going to see, this Indian defense, both these teams want to do this. Anybody remembers Ashley Faulkner as a player, this is what the Lady Trojans did on the way to a couple of state championships. Shot is up and no good by Sierra Hawley.
Yeah, you can really, especially at this level, mixing up your defenses and having a few different ones you can run with, Rusty, can win you a lot of games.
Second one is no good by Hawley, and the rebound comes down to McCune. She'll push it up herself. Trapp now gives it over to Andrzejewski. Back to McCune. Tries to get it onto the block to Davis. It's taken away by Beers and then taken right back by McCune, who goes to the bucket, lays it in, and gets fouled.
Yeah, Rusty, she's got a really good first step. She gets down the hill really well. Hard to stop.
Ava McCune, just a sophomore, and you said it right. Her game is making a steal at the top end of that defense and then just laying it up. She'll get a free throw here, trying for the three-point play, and she'll bury it. So Ava McCune with 3 points. It's 5-2 Culver. Sierra breaks the press, gives it up to Groves. Now Savannah. Back to Sierra. Left side, Groves through her hands. And the turnover will give it back to Culver. That's 2 for Triton, and I know that's on the list of things we can't do. 5-2 score, 5:18 to play here in the first. Ava McCune brings it up, directing traffic. Trying to get somebody to go to the right side. She'll dribble that way. Gets to the block, gets to the paint, lays it up, no good. Rebound in the hands of Davis, what she does so well. Gives it up to McCune. Corner, Andrzejewski for a three, and she'll bury it.
Great offense, Rusty. A fantastic pass to the corner. Feet were ready.
Full court pressure again, trapped in the corner. Sierra Hawley gets fouled down there. I think it's going to go on Barron.
Something went flying. I thought it was a tooth for a second. Some little white thing, but gosh, oh man, that can't do
that. That would have hurt. Ashlyn Barrett gets the foul. It's her first. Actually, that can't be right. She doesn't have 2 fouls already, does she? Bringing it up is Sierra Hawley.
Yeah,
right side to Groves. Back to Hawley. Dribbles it left side. Gets to the block, cut off, brings it back out. Hands it off to Groves. Groves will try it. Goes to the free throw line. Had Savannah on the block, and it's stolen away by Andrzejewski. On the break. Pulls it back. Barrett will slow it down. They'll set the half court. Right side. Kicks it to Davis on the left block. Gives it to McCune. Looks in the paint. Nobody there. She'll hand it off to Barrett. And they'll start the half court again. Off the break. McCune with it. Drives into the paint. Goes to the right block. Lays it up. Lays it in. Ava McCune. Makes it 10-2 Culver. 3:55 to play in the first. Pass. Oh, right through the hands of Avery Beers. She was there. Sierra Hawley trying to shoot it in there to her. I don't think Avery even saw it coming. Goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover.
Is that their third one, Rusty?
Third turnover.
Yeah, it's just Those are going to start piling up if you don't start taking care of the ball a little bit more. I'll tell you, Triton defensively, Rusty, they're full denial here on Schlemmer. Not letting her touch the ball.
Well, she can shoot the lights out if she gets hot. Now on the floor for Culver is Austin Wright. Ava McCune into the paint, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gives it to Davis. Davis will drive it. Right block. Tries to shoot it. Double team. Blocked by Beers. She'll push it up. Sierra to the block. Tied up by McCune. Let's see what they call. It's going to be a jump ball. Going to stay Triton ball on alternating possessions.
Tell you what, two teams not backing down physically, Rusty, that's for sure. You can tell they've been seasoned by the schedule they've played, where a few elbows and getting thrown to the ground doesn't really bother anybody.
They're going at each other. Austin Wright will come to the floor for the Trojans. Pass will come in deep. It's knocked away. Andrzejewski trying to steal it, but Savannah Hawley keeps it for Triton on the loose ball. Pass goes cross court. Groves now in the paint to Savannah. Has McKinney in the corner. Now Groves caught on the wing. Gives it up to Savannah. Cross court. McKinney. Paint it goes to Wright. She'll get cut off. Kicks it to Sierra. Now McKinney. Groves on the right side. Looking for somewhere to go. Has Wright. She'll turn and face. Kicks it to McKinney. Ball knocked away. Taken away by Culver. On the break, hand off to McCune. Tries the drive, cut off. She'll give it back. And McCune will set the half court.
Little set play coming.
10-2 the score. McCune will drive it to the paint, cut off. Now needs help, gets it to Andrzejewski on the right side. She'll dribble to the free throw line, spin move, cut off at the block, stolen by McKinney. Fast break now by Triton. Sierra with it, she'll back it out, wait for numbers. Kicks it right side to Wright. Now top of the key, Groves. Sierra, cross court to Savannah. Looking in the middle, nothing there, back to Sierra. Right side, dribbles to the paint. Hands it to Groves. She'll drive it, 10-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound by Wright. She'll put it back up and in.
Yeah, that's a great board there, Rusty. She had a possession inside a couple times. See if they go back to her.
Austin Wright with a rebound bucket. Makes it 10-4, minute 30 here in the first. Bringing it across is McCune. Trying to find somewhere to go. You're making a good point here. Brianna Schlemmer has not touched the ball. Brooke Davis has her shot blocked. Into the hands of Hawley. She'll take the fast break. Now pulls it back, waits for everybody to catch up. Gives it to Groves on the right side. Minute 5 to play. 10-4. Now Wright with a shot. No good. Andrzejewski with the rebound. Pushing it up is McCune. Looking for somewhere to go. Goes right side. McCune dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover. We'll give it to Culver. Went right off her foot out of bounds.
Yeah, Rusty, Groves is just, it's like Velcro right now. Every time Schlemmer gets across the court, she's just not letting her touch the ball. And I don't know if she's had a touch in this game.
I don't think so. Sierra has it right side to McKinney. Now coming through is Groves. Has it taken out of her hands by Andrzejewski. Second steal for her. On the break, McCune with a bucket. 7 points for Ava McCune. It's 12-4 Culver. 30 seconds to play in the first. Groves working right side. Kicks it on the block. Savannah looking for somewhere to go. Triple team. Now has to kick it out to Sierra. She'll try to get it to Groves. McCune with a steal. Going coast to coast. She'll lay it up and misses it. Groves with the rebound. And a foul on the play as I think it's going to be on Haley Parker.
Yeah, I think it was just too easy there for McCune.
It's going to be on McCune.
I tell you, she is about as good as going coast to coast as you'll see at the high school level, Rusty. And she's, only a sophomore?
She is only a sophomore, and she can put it in the basket. Pass goes to the left side. It's going to be Savannah for 3. Close to the buzzer. No good. Rebound by Sierra, and that's going to end the quarter. We have played 1 here at Culver in our boy-girl doubleheader, and it's the Lady Cavs 12, Triton 4. We'll go to break. We'll come back with quarter two. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium here in Culver. 12-4 our score at the quarter break. Culver with the lead. They are rewarded with the basketball here out of the break. And it's been exactly what we thought it was going to be, a defensive struggle. Culver having the best of it now because of Ava McCune, who has 7 points already. Andrzejewski will trigger it in. She's got McCune, and Culver will start the second quarter. Dribbling right side. McKinney all over McCune. Brooke Davis gets the pass. Ooh. And then, they're going to call a foul here. I thought McKinney got that cleanly. Tried to tie her up as the pass went to Brooke Davis. And McKinney will get the foul.
That's her second.
That's her second. I'm sure they're not totally upset with that. Her job is to stay with Ava McCune. You're going to have to give a few fouls to do that. And so now coming on will be a replacement. And that is going to be number 11, which is Beatrice Blanco. Drive goes to the paint. Tries to go up. Barrett with a shot attempt and knocked to the floor. She'll go to the free throw line.
We've seen some teams play some really solid chest-in defense tonight, Rusty. Avoiding those fouls here so far, just not swiping at the arms. We'll see if that continues.
And that's going to be on Sierra Hawley. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. It is Lydia Hammond, number 10 on the floor for Triton. Shot is up and good by Ashlyn Barrett. Her first point of the night. She'll get a second shot.
Not sure she was ready for that pass. About hit her in the face.
Well, I've seen stranger things at the foul line this year. Second shot goes down. Makes it 14-4. Had a talk with Greg Miller about that in our coaches show tomorrow. That was kind of interesting. Pass goes top of the key to Sierra. Gets it to Hammond, now in the paint to right. Her pass deflected by Barrett.
Good hustle.
On the floor, lots of people trying to get it. Sierra Hawley will come away with it, gets it to Savannah. Has it knocked out of her hands in the paint. Kicks it to Hammond. Top of the key it goes to Groves. She'll slow it down. Just take the three. There you go. Off the back of the rim. Rebound comes to Sierra Hawley. That's her third. And she goes to the bucket, gets fouled.
Well, he crashed the boards, Rusty. That's one way to beat his own, right, is chuck up a shot and then get an offensive rebound. And sometimes you just need to. Sometimes that's your best offense, is putting one up and getting a rebound off of it.
And if you start hitting them, they've got to come out and get you.
Mm-hmm. But you can't turn it over. That's the biggest thing.
Sierra Hawley's free throw no good. She's 0-3 from the line. Yeah, Greg Miller and I had to talk about this today.
Listen in.
He thinks it's because of the way American basketball players are taught these days. Shot goes down. Yeah, he said Europe does it differently. So 14-5, and it just devolved from there. 14-5, 6:51 to play. Lob pass to Davis, knocked out of bounds. Yeah, I told him I'm going to grind an axe here with you. It has nothing to do with your team, but free throws. And you and I, you know what I'm talking about. Every game we've been to, every team we've covered, struggles shooting free throws. Left side, that's my axe. Groves. Because I used to, anyway.
That's all we did. That's all I could do.
Pass is knocked away, and Andrzejewski with the steal. That's her third already. And now McCune will bring it across. Now she kills the dribble, needs help, and we'll get it to Andrzejewski popping out. She'll give it back. Now Barrett takes it out near the timeline. Covered up. Triton all over in this man-to-man. They are not giving an inch. Driving it is McCune. Hammond will pick up the foul, I think, as she goes to the left block and doesn't get the bucket.
They played solid defense up to that point, Russ. You got to stay down, straight up, and meet them with the chest and don't jump and foul.
It's going to be Hammond with the foul, and Ava McCune will go to the free throw line. Her first shot is up. That one is good. Coming in now for Triton will be Avery Veers. She'll take the place of Savannah Hawley, who gets her first break of the night. Well, last time we saw Veers play, she had a really bad ankle injury. We were concerned she might not be able to come back for a while. So it's good to see her out there. And now we've got somebody having a trouble. Hammond is going to come to the bench. Janika Kemp going to come in for her. Not sure what that was about, but shot by McCune. That one no good. So whatever it is, it worked. And Avery Veers with the rebound. 15-5. And, yeah, right at the timeline. Pass goes to Sierra Hawley. She'll hand it back to Kemp.
There's good ball movement.
Now Groves with a long three. No good. Barrett with a rebound. She'll bring it up herself. 15-5. Culver lead. 5:43 to play in the half. Barrett working left side. Has Andrzejewski. She'll drive it. Kicks it. McCune backs it out. Waiting for something to happen. Now she'll drive it. Turns, spins, gets to the paint, and they're going to call for a travel. Laid it up and in, but she'll get called for the travel. It's only the second turnover for Culver. A.J. Neese not real pleased with that, but I think I agree with that one. Sierra has right side to Kemp. Gets it down on the baseline right. Now Kemp for three. Misses it all. Rebound in the hands of Barrett.
Nice steal.
Or actually Davis. Steal down there by Groves to Veers. She couldn't put it in. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it'll belong to Triton.
Yeah, a couple easy bunnies for Triton that need to go down if they want to keep this game within reach.
Groves with a steal, gave him a chance. And now throwing it in is Wright has Veers. Now to Sierra. Tries to go to the middle. Gets it through underneath, and Avery Wright knocked down on the baseline, goes out of bounds, and the turnover will give it back to Triton. 15-5, 5 minutes to play here in the half. Culver with it. With the ball, they also have the lead. Ava McCune has Davis. Top of the key, Andrzejewski. Lob pass underneath. Davis cut off. Tries to make some room. Won't get it to drop, and Wright comes away with the rebound. Her second. Pushes it up to Sierra. Groves on the left side, I should say. Now Sierra on the baseline. Goes to the bucket and gets fouled on the way there.
Yeah, Schlummer's a little too late on the help and slapped her on the arm as she went up. Good job of attacking there and getting yourself a chance at the free throw line. You got to knock him down at some point here, though, Rusty.
I don't, you mentioned Schlemmer's name. That's the first time that I've seen her anywhere near the ball. Mm-hmm. Shot goes up, no good on the free throw. Sierra Hawley now. 1 for 5. 15-5 the score. She'll get a second one. That one is no good. The rebound is long to Wright. Her third. Triton with another shot at it. Groves has Veers. Right from the baseline on the left side. Misses it all, and Andrzejewski, her second rebound, pushes it up. Barrett will get it to McCune. They'll start the half court. 15-5 Culver. 4:08 to play here in the first half. McCune, nowhere to go. Cut off. Gets it to Davis. Davis will drive. Right block. Cut off by Veers. Now Barrett on the drive. Right block. No good. Kicks it to Davis. 15-footer. That was a pretty clear foul.
Yeah, it was. Some pretty good ball movement there to get it there. And I like to see, wouldn't mind seeing Schlemmer just run off some screens or set some screens, Rusty. They kind of just got her standing in the corner, letting her be out of the offense.
She has not even touched the ball on offense. And shot by Davis is no good from the free throw line. Actually, that's not. Culver hasn't been bad. They are 4 of 6 now. And now the second one, that one no good. Make that 4 of 7. And rebound comes down to Triton. Beers had it.
Stolen away.
Stolen away by McCune. She'll go to the bucket, misses the shot. Rebound kicked out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Austin Wright. So it'll stay Culver basketball. That's what McCune does. I think we talked about this off the air, but the top end of that defense, that's her thing, is to steal and lay it in. Pass comes into Davis. Good job on the inbound play. And Brooke Davis with her 4th point. Andrzejewski with her first assist. Pass into the middle by Triton now. It's 17-5 Culver. Sierra Hawley with it. Right side goes to Kemp. Cross court. Intercept. Well, it's on the floor. McCune and Barrett fight over it, or Brooke Davis fight over it. Finally, Schlemmer gets a hold of it. Throws it up on the first touch. Just off the front of the rim. She was at the volleyball line. Thought, why not?
I love it.
Rebound comes down to Culver. Ava McCune drives into the paint and lays it in.
Well, that's what happens, though, Rusty. When you're so focused on her, you don't play any help side defense. Lets her get a wide open look.
And so a timeout here, full timeout with 2:59 to play in the second. And a 19-5 Culver lead. We'll be right back.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay. Maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Culver. This place was cool before, but now they've got that remake. They've got all the new seating in here. This is as good a remake as, and I know it's a lot smaller place, but Glenn, the same thing. Mm-hmm. Once they put those new seats in, they got everything going. There's been a lot of gym makeovers around, and this is one of the better ones. This was always one of the better gyms, but I don't think people understand the basketball tradition at Culver.
I'm telling you, man, every time I walk in here, I'm like, I always forget, and then you walk in, it's like, man.
I'm going to forget. I'm going to probably make an idiot of myself, but I think Culver was even in the state championship a couple of times. Back in the very early days of the IHSAA, this has been a basketball town for a long time. Top of the key is Savannah. Now right side Groves back to Savannah. She'll go to the paint. 15-footer off the front of the rim. Groves tries to chase down the rebound, and she will. And Triton will get another shot at it. Cross-court pass. Andrzejewski with the steal.
A nice little collision there, Rusty. No whistle, though.
4 steal. I think it's a good call, though.
I agree.
Andrzejewski still came away with that steal. 19-5, 2:17 to play. Now Andrzejewski thought about it. Tries the drive, backs it out. Kills the dribble, needs help now. Gets it from McCune on the right side with Hammond all over her. Now Andrzejewski with the drive up the right side of the lane. Lays it up and in. 21-5 Culver. Sierra loses the handle, tracks it down, gets it to Groves. Look in the middle, nothing there. Kicks it. Oh, what a beautiful pass to Hammond. And a block by Davis. Rebound comes down in the hands of Wright. And it's going to belong to Triton out of bounds under the basket. As the foul going to go on Ava McCune. That'll be her second.
Yeah, I don't feel like she's going to come out of the game, though, Rusty. She is an absolute menace out there, though. She plays so hard.
Savannah Hawley will come back to the floor. And now Groves needs help. She'll get it to Savannah right away. First touch, a bucket. 21-7 now. Ava McCune will bring it across. She is only a sophomore. I think she scored like 10,000 goals in soccer, too, in the last season. So she's a heck of an athlete. Pass goes up to Parker at the top of the key. Has it knocked away. She'll chase it down. Gets it to Andrzejewski, who saves it from going over and back. She'll work to the left side. Drives it. Gets to the left block. Beautiful pass to Davis. Shot blocked by Veers. Parker ends up with it in her hands, and Culver will get another shot at it. McCune drives into the paint. Sierra Hawley just sneaks in, tries to take it away, and just like that, I think you got 3 fouls now on Ava McCune.
Really?
And that's who's it going to be on. 3 on her. Ashlyn Barrett will come back with a minute to play here in the second. That could be very important as this game goes on, as Ava McCune picks up foul number 3. And Culver now going to drop out of that full court pressure.
Yeah, they'll look to trap at half court here maybe.
They're going to meet him at half court, that's for sure. Sierra with it, has Groves. Now goes to Veers at the free throw line. Top of the key, Sierra will take it, no good. Rebound on the floor, bouncing around, bodies everywhere. And we're going to have a jump ball call. That shall go Triton's way on alternating possessions. 43 seconds to play here until halftime. Groves will trigger it in. Looking for somewhere to go. Finally gets it out to Sierra Hawley. Back to Groves. 3-shot. Banks it in.
They don't ask how. It's got to go in.
Miley Groves with a 3. Makes it 21-10. 30 seconds to play. Ashlyn Barrett will bring it across. Spin move. Goes to the left. Kicks it to Andrzejewski. She'll go to the paint. Shoots a 10. Floaters! Just balances on the rim and drops through. 23-10. 10 seconds. Groves with it for Triton. Kicks it over. Savannah. She'll drive it. Gets to the block. Shoots it up off the side of the backboard out of bounds. And it'll go back to Culver with 1.8 seconds left.
Yeah, see if they can get a little catch and shoot here.
Andrzejewski gets it into Barrett. She'll throw it from 3/4 court. And it's offline. And that'll end the half. We go to halftime. Culver holding a 23-10 lead. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll have quarter number 3. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, Culver and Triton. Boys game coming up after this one, so stay tuned.
Zero sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium here at Culver High School. Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin with you. 23-10, our halftime score. Part one of a boy-girl doubleheader here on Max 98.3. The boys still to come up next. We talked about this a little bit earlier. You're going to be interested to see the way the Culver boys play defense. I'd never seen anything like it. Remember talking with Kyle Evans after the last game, or actually over last weekend. I'm like, you know what? There is no way in the world as a player I would have been happy to see you coming to town, because as a point guard, I know that when you're triple teamed with the ball in your hand, you know in your head somebody's open, but somehow it seems like they're sending 10 guys at you. And I don't know how they do it, but you're the basketball coach. I'm just the idiot old guy that covers basketball.
Here's the thing about playing that style, Rusty, is that usually when that happens, somebody's got to be open. But the problem is you got to find that guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. You know somebody in your head. You got three guys that somebody's got to be open somewhere. Wait a minute, I don't see anybody.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
There's hands in passing lanes. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, it's tough to beat.
They do a great job of that, and that's, Kyle's hung his hat on that for as long as I can remember. So it's going to be fun to watch them against Triton's boys, who, quite frankly, that's an unbelievable basketball team. They got a lot of people who can do everything.
Yeah, they got a lot of potential to go a long way.
Let's take a look at the scoring here in the first half of this game. Culver against Triton, our halftime score 23-10 in the girls' game. For Triton, it is Savannah Hawley with 2 points. Sierra Hawley with 1 point, has 3 rebounds to go with that. Miley Groves has 5 to lead all scorers for Triton. Austin Wright with a bucket. She has 3 rebounds as well. On the Culver side, Ava McCune leading everybody with 10, but 3 fouls as well. That may play a part here as we go along. Ashlyn Baird has 2 points, couple of free throws, 2 for 2. She's somebody who has struggled from. See? Coach's kid doesn't struggle from the free throw line.
Never. It's because you do it about a zillion times.
Yeah, and Dad's in the driveway with you, critiquing your form. I learned mine from Coach Edison.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll hammer it.
Yeah, that hammered it home. Well, I'm going to tell you a story just here before. We'll go down this. Eliana Andrzejewski has, 7 points as well to go with McCune's 10, and Brooke Davis with 4. I remember when I was a little guy, I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I used to, one of the highlights, and you know what this is like as a coach's kid, one of the highlights is being able to go to practice. And after practice, I'm rebounding for Bruce Grimm, who is an Indiana All-Star, played Division I basketball at Furman. He's shooting, and I'm rebounding and feeding him. It's just the two of us. He hits like 50 in a row. I mean, he's just like draining these shot after shot after shot. He misses one, and he is as angry as I've ever seen anybody. This is after practice. You're not even, nobody's around. And he's really pissed off.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and he goes, never miss a free throw. He says, they're insulting you when they foul you. They're telling you you can't hit a wide open shot from 15 feet away. You have to make them pay for that. Never miss a free throw. I have never forgotten that moment in my entire life, and that has been the way I tried to play, and it's not that way anymore.
Well, Rusty, it's the only time where nobody's defending you. The only time you get to try to score and nobody's defending you.
They're giving you a wide-open 15-footer with no defense and saying you're not good enough to hit it.
Exactly. And sometimes it's a psychological thing to miss those, Rusty. But at the end of the day, man, if you just got to put in the work to make those. And, we've seen it tonight so far that it can win you games and it can lose you games.
Yeah.
Because there's so many opportunities you get to that basket, and you got to knock them down when you get that chance.
And obviously, we're talking about this. I'm going to have to check something here in a minute, but we're going to go to break. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have our second half. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, our halftime show. Score here 23-10. Culver leads it over Triton.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Back at Culver, Rusty Nixon with Peyton Skirvin, and we're about ready to start quarter number 3, 23-10 the score. Culver with the lead. And it's going to be Culver with the basketball out of the break, and we're ready to go. 7:58 on the clock, just underway. Schlemmer got a touch on the offensive end. She tried to get another one with Andrzejewski.
Well, Triton's in his zone here, Rusty.
Triton's done a great job of keeping the ball out of the hands of probably the best shooter on the floor. Now she's got it. Brianna Schlemmer, top of the key, Ava McCune. Dribbles left side, nothing there, kicks it. Barrett working, top of the key. Ava McCune now into the paint. Pass knocked away, and coming away with that one is going to be Miley Groves. Fifth turnover for Culver. Into the paint, Groves. Layup won't fall. Rebound comes down to Andrzejewski. She'll push it up. Barents with it now. They're going to start the half court, and like you said, zone here by Triton. Ava McCune double teamed. Now she's trapped. Gets it over to Schlemmer. She'll go to the corner. Nothing there. Opposite corner. Andrzejewski wide open look. Won't drop. And Sierra Hawley comes away. Rebound number 4. Groves right side. Looking top of the key. Kicks it over to McKinney. Top of the key. Sierra has Groves for a long 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound to McCune. She's going to push it up herself. Goes coast to coast. A lot of bodies flying. Ball doesn't drop. And Savannah Hawley comes out of there with it. Triton with another shot. Groves has Savannah at the free throw line. Back to Savannah. Working top of the key. Gives it to Sierra.
Oh, good
And
night.
now we've got a alarm going off here. They're probably going to have to figure out whether this is real or not. The fire alarm is...
Well, I can't disregard this unless I know I'm safe.
Well,
ask me to disregard.
So you telling me you're going to leave me sitting here? Is that what you're...
I'll do what I have to. Well, women and children first. Let me be clear.
So you aren't like going to be jumping the first one on the lifeboat here at the Titanic then?
No, I would hurt myself if I tried to move that fast.
Yeah, okay. 23-10, they're going to stop and make sure this is for real. And they're now the...
Nope, we got it stopped.
Yeah, they got it stopped. Stop the offense, too. I hope the officials remember where we were, because I don't.
Rusty, I'm not kidding. 99 out of 100 times that happens. There's usually some guilty 12-year-old kid that was playing with something in the hallway that knocked into that thing.
Yeah.
Because I know that because I was that guilty kid a couple times. But usually somebody messing around and bumping into it.
That explains the prison photos I saw of you. 23-10, 5:59 to play. Right side, Sierra has McKinney. Now back to Sierra. She'll work back to the right side. Kills the dribble, has Groves deflected, but she still gets the pass. Working left side, McCune gets her hands in there, knocks it away. Now trying to do it again. Now McKinney has Veers on the block, puts it in. They're going to say foul happened before she went to the basket.
Yeah, Culver's probably going to prefer that, not give up the 2 points right here.
That's going to be on Brianna Schlemmer.
You know, I'd say McCune needs to be careful and not get that 4th foul, but Rusty, that's just how she plays. Head on fire.
I know. It's just no way they're going to back her off. You just got to trust her. Sierra Hawley now has McKinney. Now Groves looking in the middle. Nothing there. She'll dribble it right side. Pass goes in the air, and we'll have a whistle and a foul on that one. That one's going to be on Andrzejewski.
Triton doing a good job being aggressive here in this start of the second half. Getting into the lane, now to see if he can knock down some free throws.
23-10 the score. And going to the line, Groves, she'll bury the first one. Miley Groves having a pretty good night. Second shot is up. That one no good. Rebound comes down to Hawley. So Triton will have another shot at it. Sierra dribbles right side, knocked away, and they're going to say she dribbled it on the baseline. So the Triton turnover, it'll go back to Culver.
Austin Wright returns for the Trojans.
Ava McCune brings it across for Culver. 23-11 the score. Pass goes right side. Schlemmer with a look. Misses it. Andrzejewski, 4th rebound. He's out of bounds, though. Knocked out of bounds by Triton defensively, and it'll come back here to the Trojans. 23-11 our score. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cross court into the hands of Wright, who tried to drive it and gets fouled on the way there.
Well, Culver in foul trouble here in this third quarter to start, Rusty. I think that's their 4th.
So that's going to be on Brooke Davis.
That'll be team 3rd, but still.
And Triton will have it in under the basket. Beers has it knocked away, goes right back, and we're going to see the same thing we've seen. Oh, they're going to call a timeout to save the possession. Thought we were going to see the same thing we saw the other night. with a didn't get back in bounds fast enough. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. It is Culver against Triton. Culver leads at 23-11.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Back at Culver High School, and Triton will bring it in out of their break. 23-11 to score. Quick pass into right. She'll kick it. And a three-look for McKinney, no good. Rebound is long, chased down by Groves. Looking into the paint has Sierra. She'll throw one up from 10 feet. No good, off the back of the rim. And Brianna Schlemmer comes out of there with a rebound. Up quickly. Ashlyn Barrett kicks it to McCune for a wide look three at the transition. And she buries it. Ashlyn McCune with three. Makes it 26-11. 4:10 to play. Right side. Groves, no good on the drive. Rebound comes down to right. Triton will get another shot at it. Right with 4 rebounds already. Shot goes wild and into the hands of Andrzejewski. She's got 5 rebounds. McCune pushing it. Gets to the right corner. Cut off. Goes baseline. Cut off again. Hits Andrzejewski. Top of the key. Off the front of the rim. Brooke Davis keeps it alive. Schlemmer with a look at 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Culver basketball.
Yeah, Schlemmer's had a few looks at it now, Rusty. She has not been able to find her rhythm so far.
Well, give her time.
Oh, yeah. It's
Shooter's got to shoot. McCune gets the inbound. She'll dribble it out to top of the key. Tries the paint, cut off. And we'll back it up. We'll start the half court. Andrzejewski. Left side to McCune. She'll drive it into the paint. Looking for somewhere to go. And Ashlyn Barrett has shot partially blocked. Brooke Davis will come away with it. A whistle and a errant pass will stay.
Triton doing a good job of getting deflections, Rusty. A lot of active hands right now in the passing lanes.
Culver basketball. McCune, 26-11. Culver leads it. They have the ball, and boy, a collision with 2 bodies flying opposite directions. McCune went to the floor. Sierra Hawley went to the floor.
Tough block call, in my opinion, Rusty. I thought she had good defensive positioning there.
And it's going to be Hawley with the foul. If McCune had been able to keep her feet, there would have been no foul, I think. Now, I'm conjecturing here.
Well, you're usually almost always right. So.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% always right. Stolen on the pass. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Sierra Hawley picks up the loose ball. And a foul by Ashlyn Barrett saves the bucket. She's got 2 now, but
Barrett plays with a little chip on her shoulder too, Rusty. She's fun to watch. She gets after it too. This Culver team, they've got some bruisers on there.
You said get nasty on the defense. If you heard A.J. Neeson our pregame, that's what they like to do.
Yeah.
So that was a loose ball that was picked up by Groves, knocked away by Barrett, picked up by Hawley, and then Hawley fouled, and she'll bury the free throw. Finally got the cover off the rim for Sierra at the free throw line. 2 of 7 from the line for her now. Second shot is up. That one no good. And the rebound long goes into the corner, into the hands of Andrzejewski. Her 6th. And now a tie-up as double-team McCune goes to the floor, and the jump ball will go back to Triton.
Trojan basketball.
Bodies hitting the floor, Rusty. It's fun.
Well, that's Culver Triton style of play. You got a couple of coaches here who'd be really angry at practice tomorrow if they weren't. Beers, good pass to McKinney, I should say, on the right side. And she's cut off on the baseline. They're going to say she traveled with it. Just 9 turnovers tonight for Triton. I know that to Ashley Faulkner, that would have been blasphemy to say just 9, yeah. But, you know, they've done a good job keeping the ball. 26-12, and Veers. And they're going to, that hustle play by Avery Veers will get them the possession. Went flying, trying to deflect the inbound pass, went off the Culver player's hands, and it'll go to Triton.
AJ Neat's not happy with that. You got to take care of the ball here.
Pass comes into Groves. She'll turn around and shoot it. Oh, she was dead on, but off the back of the rim. On the floor in the paint, bodies everywhere. Schlemmer comes out of there with it. Up quickly on the break. McCune can't get it to drop. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll stay Culver basketball.
Yeah, just a fast-paced game, Rusty, with a lot of contact every time somebody gets near the paint.
Intensity is picking up. Pass goes into the corner. Barrett, top of the key, McCune. Nowhere to go with it. He'll dribble it right side. Gets a 10-footer off the front of the rim. Rebound in the hands of Jamaica Kemp on the floor during the break. Pass on to Veers on the right block. Turn and shoot. Buries it.
Get it inside, man. Triton's had success when they dump it in.
That's Avery Veers' first basket. 26-14, and McCune trying to push the issue will double dribble. That's 7 turnovers now for Culver.
Yeah, Triton's kind of putting the pressure right back on Culver, and Culver not doing a great job of handling at times here, Rusty.
1:56 to play, 26-14 the score.
Man, I'd attack McCune if I'm Triton, try to get her that 4th foul.
Into the paint, Groves with a running jumper off the rim. Brooke Davis comes away with rebound number 4. Gives it to McCune. She'll push it. Knocked away, recovers it. Now needs help. Killed her dribble. Gives it to Barrett. Back to McCune. Minute 34. 26-14 Culver. They have the basketball. McCune. Guarded up by Groves. Loses the handle. Gets it to Barrett. Now Schlemmer for 3. Told you.
Yeah, can't. You just. She's gonna make one eventually, Rusty. She's just too good.
Right side, Sierra, cross court, has Kemp into the paint. Right, nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Now, Groves on the drive. A nice take as she'll bury it. Miley Groves now, having a night. She's got 8. Pass comes up to Davis in the corner. Schlemmer had a look, passed it up, throws it, one too many passes. Kemp with the steal on the break, Sierra. Ball on the floor, stolen away by Andrzejewski. Up quickly, McCune, right corner, cut off by Savannah Hawley, and she's going to get a foul. Reaching in. Ava McCune was upset. I'm like, well, they called the foul. What else do you want them to do?
Oh, she just has. She always has that look.
She's on fire. Yeah. She is just that kind of a competitor. Savannah Hawley will get her first foul.
A lot of conversing right now on what we're setting up.
Andrzejewski brings in the inbound. Ava McCune with it. 30 seconds to play here in the third. 29-16. Culver lead. Schlemmer to Barrett. Back to Schlemmer. She'll take the 3. Left her alone. She'll take that shot every time. Gets her own rebound, kinda. Knocked out of bounds by the defender, and so it'll belong to Triton. If there's nobody within 3 feet of her, she's putting that up.
That one looked great, too. I mean,
it did. It was down. Right on. Sierra now has it knocked out of her hands on the floor. 13 seconds left. Jump ball. It'll go to Culver.
Cavalier basketball.
So good defensive play.
Yeah, it was. We've seen a lot of good hustle this game, Rusty, and those lead to extra possessions when you dive on the floor, get your hands on the ball.
Both these teams are just, like I said, you got 2 coaches that are going to be upset if they don't see a lot of bodies on the floor after a loose ball, and we've seen exactly that. Now Triton trying to tie it up, and unfortunately it's going to end up in a foul as Schlemmer hits one from the volleyball line, but it was after the call. That one's going to go on Janika Kemp. That'll be number 1 on her. Culver will have to inbound it. 4.5 seconds. McCune in
gotta
the
go.
backcourt. 2 seconds. Dribbles across from the volleyball line. Partially blocked, but Kemp going to get called for the foul.
That's a silly one too, Rusty. You just can't do that at the end of the quarter.
So Jamaica Kemp will get her second foul in the course of 4 seconds.
Trojan foul number 15, Jamaica Kemp, her second, team fourth.
And that'll send Ava McCune to the free throw line, which is one of the people that you probably don't want to put there. Her first shot, no good.
She's got to be tired, though, Rusty. She is absolutely working out there.
I'm telling you, I'm just looking at all the free throw stuff and thinking, shot is up. That one is good. She'll get another one, and she was in 3-point range.
Well, Rusty, maybe it's time for you to write an essay about it and present your findings.
Well, I guess I could.
To the class.
Second shot, or third shot. Rolls around, rolls in. So 4 of 6 tonight for McCune from the free throw line, and that'll end the quarter. We go to the quarter break, and our score is Culver 31, Triton 16. Girls game here, part of a doubleheader. Triton boys against Culver to come up in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. It's a night of basketball on Max 98.3.
County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium, 31-16. Our score is Culver leads Triton in game 1 of our boys-girls doubleheader. The girls action here. We're heading to the final 8 minutes, and Triton will have it in to start the final quarter. Right side, Sierra has it baseline to right. Back to Sierra. She'll drive to the paint. Gets a look, gets it to fall. Sierra Hawley, a drive and a bucket. Makes it 31-18. Up quickly, McCune looking for somewhere to go. She'll spin, goes to the corner. Schlemmer with a little room. In and out. McCune with a rebound. Gets it back to Schlemmer. Bang!
Splash, Rusty. That was pure. This is fun to watch. She just has so much confidence.
34-18. You cannot give her a breath. If you give her room to just throw it up there, she's throwing it up. In the paint, Hawley, Savannah Hawley, gets fouled. I've watched Brianna Schlemmer for 3 years now. She used to do that when she was a sophomore. She'll just stand in there all by herself. Bang, it's going to go down. Shot goes up by Hawley. She buries it. Third point tonight for her.
They've done a better job shooting their free throws in the second half. Triton has.
She'll get a second one. That one is good. 2 of 2 from the line for Savannah Hawley. Full court pressure here. 34-20, Culver lead. Pass comes in, gets it to McCune. Drives it left side. Nothing there. She'll take the jumper. A little bit short. Davis saves it in. They're going to say she was out of bounds, and so it'll belong to Triton. Avery Beers coming back.
Avery Beers returns for the
And
Trojans.
Austin Wright will take a seat. 34-20, 7:06 to play in the third. Bringing it across, Sierra. She'll wait, gives it over to Groves. Groves looking inside, she'll drive on Burnt, cut off. Now gets it on the block. Savannah turns, looks, buries it. This is where they got the advantage. This is where Culver's been able to keep them out of position to get to those post players. Beers and Hawley both, they have a great advantage there. Barrett to McCune. She'll drive it to the paint. Cut off, gives it up to Andrzejewski. She's had an outstanding game. Gets it over to McCune, now to Schlemmer. Back in the corner. Davis on the baseline, gives it to McCune. She'll drive it baseline on the left side. And get a whistle and a foul, and Culver will have it out of bounds. And that foul's going to go on Sierra Hawley. That'll be number 3 on her.
Culver just doing a good job moving the ball right now, Rusty. They don't have to force anything. Up 12.
6:20 to play. Right side block. Schlemmer just throws it up. No good. Rebound in the hands of Groves, and Triton will push it up. Groves brings it across. Dribbles into the paint. Throws up a 10-footer off the rim. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Veers. It'll belong to Culver.
Triton's going to need to get some turnovers here, Rusty.
34-22. Full court pressure by Triton. Ball loose on the floor. A lot of people going for it. And that one's going to be a foul on Hawley. It's number 4 on her. That's one of those times where who do you pick to call the foul on?
Yeah, there's been a few of those collisions here tonight.
You got 3 people on the floor going for the basketball. You basically got to flip a coin. Loose ball fouls, what they used to call that in the NBA. McCune. Barrett, back to McCune. Back to Barrett. Trying to find somewhere to go. She'll get it back to McCune, partially tipped. Baseline to Schlemmer. Kicks it back right into the hands of McKinney. And McKinney tries to throw it across to, looks like Hammond was coming up that side, but got fouled, and that one's going to be on Ava McCune. That is number 4 on her.
Yeah,
and we got a long way to go here, 5:43.
She's got to be smart here, Rusty.
Groves with it, gets it to Veers. Back to Groves, into the paint, Savannah turns and faces, and turns right into Barrett, and Ashland got the worst of that one. Tied up Savannah, they both went to the floor. Barrett backwards, hit her head on the floor, and the tie-up's going to give it back to Culver on alternating possession. So full court pressure here. Pass comes into Barrett, who obviously is not feeling a terrible amount of pain. Now Hammond with a block pass, steals it, goes to the bucket, and is fouled by Andrzejewski.
Yeah, that's what Triton needs to do, Rusty, is try to extend this game, get some steals and easy buckets out of it. Culver not going to let them, though. They're going to foul him before they let him get a wide-open layup.
8 turnovers now for Culver. 34-22. Hammond hits the free throw. We'll get a second one. That one up. That one is good as well. Lydia Hammond 2 or 2 from the line. Culver going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's part 1 of our game of the week. Culver Triton girls 34-24 Culver.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Culver High School, John R. Nelson Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon. Peyton Skirvin, 34-24. Culver will have it in out of their timeout. Ava McCune brings it across for the Lady Cavs, looking for somewhere to go. Has Ashlyn Barrett on the trail. She'll give it back to her. 5:12 to play, a 10-point Culver lead as Triton has turned up the heat on defense here. Ashlyn Barrett hands it off to McCune. McCune kind of in foul trouble. She's got 4. She's got to be careful with 5 minutes left to play. Pass goes over to Andrzejewski, and now foul on Veers as both of them fighting for the basketball, and Avery got a little bit too much of the arm.
Yeah, both teams gotten a little handsy here in the second half, Rusty. A lot of fouls being called.
McCune with 15 points and 3 rebounds, so her loss would be big here with a lot of time left. Pass comes across. Brooke Davis has Barrett. Cross-court pass. Davis in and out of her hands. And it's another turnover. They had 6 coming into this quarter. They've had 3 this quarter.
Yeah, not a combination to hold on to a lead, Rusty.
34-24, 4:39 to play. Triton bringing it across. Working right side is Groves. Looking underneath, has Veers on the block. Kicks it to Hammond. Hammond looking into the paint. Nothing there. Back to Groves. Groves, top of the key to McKinney. Veers at the free throw line. Hammond on the right wing. Gets it on the block to Savannah. She'll kick it. Groves for 3. No good. Savannah fighting for the rebound on the floor with Andrzejewski. We got a whistle. And it's going to be a held ball. It'll belong to Culver.
See if Culver tries to use some clock here, Rusty. I mean, Triton's not really allowing them to with the way they're running this full court press, but maybe once they get it across half court.
McCune has it to Andrzejewski. Baird has it taken out of her hands by Groves, who gives it right back to Andrzejewski. Falling out of bounds, couldn't save it. And a whistle and a foul by Groves. Great hustle play by Miley Groves to make that steal.
A lot of hustle plays here tonight, Rusty. Two teams that play extremely hard.
3:58 to play in this one. A 34-24 Culver lead. Andrzejewski will trigger it into McCune, and she'll bring it across. Pressure from McKinney. Gets it over to Davis on the right side. Drives, hands it. Barrett takes it to the block on the right side. Knocked out of her hand by Hammond. It's going to stay Culver basketball. Ashley Faulkner wanted it off the knee. She's not going to win that argument. Comes in from Andrzejewski. Barrett able to save the inbound. Schlemmer from the corner wide open. Won't drop. And Savannah Hawley with her 3rd rebound. Triton with a chance to take it to single digits. Groves goes to the paint. Gets it to Veers. A shot no good. And the rebound on the floor. Andrzejewski is in some pain as she went down hard on that rebound. Got tied up with Veers. And Veers is going to get a foul here, but she and Ileana tied up at the end of that rebound, and Andrzejewski went to the floor very hard. And she'll go to the free throw line here with 3:24 left. This is significant, too. 5 fouls for Triton and only 3 for Culver.
Yeah, it sent to the free throw line for the rest of 3.5 of this game, Rusty, and that kind of allows Culver to play conservative here.
Shot is up and good. Andrzejewski will get a second one as Sarah Hawley comes back. She's got 4 fouls, so she'll have to restrain herself a little bit with 3:24. And Andrzejewski misses a second one. Avery Veers with her 3rd rebound. 35-24. Pass goes over to Groves. Free throw line, Veers. McKinney, blocked to Savannah. Groves for 3, partially blocked. Savannah with the rebound, won't fall. Savannah with another rebound, makes it fall. Savannah Hawley with 8 points now. 35-26, full court pressure. Davis has McCune. She'll hold it and wait for numbers. Gives it up to Davis, top of the key, Andrzejewski. She'll drive it, kicks it. Schlemmer, she'll take it to the paint, to the block, 10-footer, short. And the rebound in the hands of Veers.
Tell you what, these two teams both pass the ball really well, Rusty.
35-26, 2:29 to play. Savannah on the paint. Veers on the right block, puts it in. Beautiful pass from Sierra Hawley to Veers, and that's going to bring a timeout as Triton cuts it down to single digits at 35-28. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to part one of Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Culver and Triton Lady Cavs lead it 35-28.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium, Culver High School, full court pressure out of the timeout. Culver will have to go the length of the floor here. They lead at 35-28, 2:22 to play. Andrzejewski gets it to the middle of the floor to Brooke Davis. Double teamed as she came across the 10-second line, but a foul here. And that one's going to go on Avery Beers. That'll be number 3 on her.
And like we said,
actually, they've got her for 4.
Oh, boy. Culver's going to be shooting the rest of the way out here every time they get fouled.
Sierra Hawley will come back at the break here. That one is no good by Davis. She's 0 for 3 from the line. Seven for 13 for the Culver squad. And I think that's 7 for 14. Rebound comes down to Savannah Hawley, her 6th. Groves has Sierra top of the key. Back to Groves, left side. Corner to Veers, cross court, has Sierra. She'll drive it to the block, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. That's McKinney and McCune, and it's going to stay Culver ball on the held basketball and alternating possessions. Minute 56 left, 35-28. Culver with a lead, Triton with the ball. Groves needs help. She'll get it from Hawley. Back to Groves, right side. Tries a drive baseline, and we're going to get a foul here on Andrzejewski. That'll be her 3rd.
Yeah, got to move your feet, stay in front, Russ. You want your beat. Can't continue to ride that side, or that's going to be a foul every time.
Groves will bring it in, and she'll get it to Savannah. She'll drive it, gets to the paint, lays it up, no good. Beers with a rebound, just won't drop. And knocked out of bounds on the rebound. It'll go to Culver. And now coming back to the floor is Lydia Hammond.
Too many missed opportunities from point-blank range for Triton.
Take the Hawley with 4 fouls off the floor. Long pass, cross court. Don't know where Schlemmer was throwing the ball. There was nobody there. It goes out of bounds. And an 11th turnover for Culver. They now have 11. Triton with 10.
Wow. That's surprising, Rusty, just kind of with how this game started.
35-28. Sierra, cross court, has Groves. Looking in the paint, nothing there. Corner to McKinney. Has it knocked out of her hands. Gets it back. Has it to Groves. Right side, Sierra looking for somewhere to go. Cut off. Gets it over to McKinney. Block to Savannah. She'll shoot it. Rolls everywhere but in on the rim. All the way around but won't drop down.
They could have the lead right now, Rusty, if they made some of these layups they've had in the last minute and a half.
And it wasn't like they didn't get them on the and you're talking about these bizarre bounce around shots.
Yeah, there's been when you have two teams that are getting after it like that, that'll tend to happen.
30-second timeout here by Triton. They want to talk about it. They'll have the ball out of bounds under their basket as that rebound got knocked away. Well, you talk about with Triton is something that Ashley Faulkner talked about in our pregame, just finishing shots, having them go down. They've struggled all year with being able to get that offense started.
Yeah, it's just so brutal as a coach to watch too, Rusty, because you're getting in the right spot, you're getting the look. I mean, I'm telling you, man, this Triton team is snapping passes around left and right. They're doing a great job at everything but the finish, man, and that's unfortunately the most important part is putting the ball in the basket. They're at the
right spots, they're doing the right things, but the shots just aren't falling, and that's nothing but frustration for everybody. McKinney will bring it in. Looking for somewhere to go. Her pass goes right in the hands of Ava McCune. She gets it up to Barrett. She'll go for the layup. No good. Savannah Hawley with her 7th rebound. Up quickly to Sierra. Goes to the paint. Goes to the bucket off the front of the rim. She'll try for the rebound. It's tied up. And we're going to get a jump ball call, and that will go Culver's way.
Cavalier basketball.
Boy, Savannah Hawley has 7 rebounds, 10 points. Coming onto the floor will be Wright and Hammond to replace Veers and Hawley, who both have 4 fouls with a minute to play. Andrzejewski and Hammond will get the foul as Eliana goes by. I got to feel like that's the person they feel like they want to foul, but no, you certainly don't want to put Ava McCune or Ashlyn Barrett at the line. So they're going to do it with Andrzejewski. Second foul on Lydia Hammond.
Yeah, and these are all important here, Rusty, down the stretch. You got to make some free throws. Try to put this game out of reach.
First shot is up and good from Andrzejewski. She'll get a second one, makes it 36-28. Well, Triton had cut this back to 7. Played so well in the second half. Shot is up. That one is good. Andrzejewski, 3 of 4 from the line. Makes it 37-28, under a minute to play now. Groves brings it across, has McKinney. Back to Groves. Sierra on the right side. Tries to drive. Throws it up, throws it in. Sierra Hawley with a bucket. Makes it 37-30. Inbound pass held, and it's going to go back to Triton as Sierra Hawley makes a big play, tying up Ashlyn Barrett on the inbound. 40 seconds to play, 37-30. Culver with the lead, Triton with the ball. Better hurry, get it in, and they do. Now Groves back with the pass. 3-point attempt, no good. Another rebound by Savannah Hawley. She'll go to the free throw line as she got fouled.
Yeah, she's dominating inside right now, Rusty. She's getting rebounds, putting them back up. She can just knock down some points here. Give Triton a shot to win this.
36.5 seconds left. Rolls all the way around the rim and out.
That's a tough break.
That is the last 2 shots she's taken have been exactly like that. Roll all the way around and out. Second one off the back of the rim, no good. Brooke Davis with the rebound. Whistle in the corner, going to have a foul, I believe.
I think so.
And we'll see who it's on. Boy, Hawley, 2 big free throws. Don't drop down. And that's going to be on number 3. That's Chloe McKinney, her 3rd foul. And with 34 seconds left, Brooke Davis will go to the line. It's not a terrible foul. You've got Davis there, who's struggled tonight. And I say that, and she continues. She'll get a second one. She's 0 of 5 so far.
Yeah, the free throw line has been nothing but a struggle, Rusty. Nothing easy there tonight.
Both teams. She'll get a second one. 37-30. That one will fall. 38-30. Comes inbounds. Triton with 32 seconds. They trail by 8. Pass underneath into the hands of Davis. Able to make the play.
She just threw it out of bounds, Rusty.
So the teams trade turnovers with 24 seconds left. Triton will have it back. 38-30, and I was going to say, you better hurry up and get up there. Triton going to put in some substitutes here with 24 seconds left. It's going to be Jillian Buells, as well as Tanya Hudson. Pass comes in to Groves. Kemp with a shot off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for underneath Ashlyn Barrett and Groves. It's going to be a 2-shot foul here. They're going to call Groves, I believe. That looked like it was a tie-up for a second.
I thought so too, Rusty. That's
going to go on Groves. And it'll send Barrett to the free throw line. And she'll shoot 2. I was going to say, the Triton girls were
sitting back.
I don't know what they were thinking, but they're going to get to the lane now. You got to have this one back. 16 seconds left. In and out. Barrett misses one. 2 of 3 tonight. She'll get a second one. Boy, free throws have just been brutal. Second one up. That one is good. 3 of 4 from the line. Pass comes up in the corner. Kemp in the paint. Hawley misses the layup. Rebound by Buells, no good. Knocked out of bounds with 7 seconds. It'll stay Triton basketball.
Yeah, running out of time here, Rusty. Not quite enough.
Pass comes in. Kemp with the touch and shoot. No good. And a rebound to Andrzejewski. And a tie up again. And a jump ball will give it to Culver with 1.8 seconds left.
Yeah, it's got to get it in and end the game here.
Triton going to have full court pressure. They're going to throw it the length of the floor. Buells will intercept it. So a turnover to end the game, but it doesn't matter because it ends the game. Final here in game number 1 of our boy-girl doubleheader. 39-30. Culver takes a win over Triton. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Stay tuned. Triton versus Culver boys coming up in just a moment.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Time now for the postgame, brought to you by McDonald's.
And our McDonald's postgame show starts here. They've got the boys coming out to warm up. We'll have that game for you coming up here in just a moment. Our final in the girls' game, 39-30. Culver defeats Triton. Running the points down for Triton, it was Savannah Hawley, 8 points. She also had 8 rebounds. Sarah Hawley with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Miley Groves, 8 points, 3 steals. Lydia Hammond with a bucket for 2. Actually, 2 for 2. Best free throw shooter of the night.
There you
2
go.
for 2. Lydia Hammond with 2 points. Austin Wright had a bucket for 2, had 4 rebounds to go with that. Avery Beers, 5 boards and 4 points. For Culver, it was Ava McCune, 15 points. She also had 3 steals. Ashlyn Barrett with 3 points, 3 of 4 from the line. Eliana Andrzejewski, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals for her game. Brianna Schlemmer with 6. Brooke Davis had 3 and 5 rebounds, and that's your scoring. And really just one more thing to do here before we end it. We need a player of the game. I'm pretty clear on who I think it is for both. let's start with Triton. It's a little harder on that side because I got a couple of people. I mean, who are you thinking?
Yeah, I thought Savannah Hawley had a great night.
I got to agree with you.
She was dominant on the boards. She really kind of got them going late in that game and inside, scoring the ball for them. And I think she was kind of really the reason that Triton was able to stay in this game late.
8 points and 8 rebounds for her. Savannah Hawley, our player of the game for Triton. We may disagree on this one because there are 2 names I think that can come up here for Culver. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought Ava McCune played absolutely incredible tonight. I mean,
I agree.
On defense, she played so hard. Now she got in some foul trouble, had some mistakes here and there, but for the most part, I thought she played really well.
15 points, 3 rebounds, a pair of assists, and 3 steals. Unofficially, that's what I have her for. I don't know. I'm going to make a case for Eliana Andrzejewski. She had 10 points, 7 boards, and 6 steals. I got to feel that's at least worthy of.
I think she.
All right, we'll have Co.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We'll have Peyton's player of the game, Ava McCune. We'll have mine as Eliana Andrzejewski.
I think both are equally deserving, Rusty.
Great games by both, and great games by both teams. 39-30 final. Culver. Triton was within 7 there in that fourth quarter, just couldn't get over it. And once again, they play a good ball game and don't get a win.
Yeah, Rusty, and that's tough. But you took a lot of good things from this game and some things that you can really build forward and help further that identity heading into the sectional time.
Take a break. We'll come back with the boys' pregame show right after this. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Time now for the Coca-Cola pregame show.
And we're back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin with you as the boys' game gets ready to start here. Second time this week we've seen Triton. They look, well, when I talked to Jason Groves, you know, I mentioned what you had said. They looked like when they came out over there at Glenn, like they had something to prove. And I got to feel like tonight's going to be another night like that for them. They came off a couple of really less than stellar performances, one really tough win over LaVille, and then Couch got them on the back end of that last week. And boy, they came out Glenn on fire, and got to feel like they're going to do the same tonight.
Yeah, Rusty, I'd imagine they come out, get in Culver's face defensively, try to put some points up on the board early, and try to run away with it if they can. Records
are reverse: 8-2 Triton, 2-8 Culver. But you know, like I said, I think you're going to like watching these guys play defense. I don't even know how Kyle Evans teaches it, but the one thing that he's got from his guys, they're sold out. Mm-hmm. They are that. This is what they want to do. They do it hard. You're going to see a lot of guys maybe even in foul trouble early because they don't mind fouling you. Right. It's perfectly fine with them. But the thing about them is they're not real deep. They've got 8 guys on this roster.
Yeah, Rusty, and that can catch up to you when you're playing a team like Triton that can run a few different guys in and out of there that it feels like they're the exact same player just buying into the system and playing the game. So, yeah, you know, definitely something to keep an eye on, and we'll see if Triton tries to get up and pressure them a little bit to take advantage of that.
Once again, in basketball, same as football, it's the McEwen brothers, Caleb and Jonas, that kind of lead the way for this team. Braylon Jackson is another one who, you know, looks like he's going to be a great player. John Carr, pretty good shooter. So they got some guys, but the problem, it seems like this, you know, is it some kind of a virus? People having trouble shooting the basketball.
I tell you, Rusty, I don't know what it is. Some sort of lapse where maybe we didn't get into the gym for a few years, but I'll tell you, there's a struggle right now with shooting the basketball, like you said.
I was going to say maybe it's a latent coronavirus thing, maybe. You know, that this is the hangover of it. But I'm telling you, this isn't Culver isn't the only team that struggles scoring the ball. Literally, almost everybody in Marshall County does.
Yeah, you're completely right about that, Rusty. It's a fascinating thing to watch happen because you're used to kids in this area being used to doing one thing, and that's shooting a basketball. So to see kids not knocking down free throws and threes like we've seen is shocking.
The other thing you're used to seeing people around this area do is play defense. That hasn't changed a bit. You don't see both these teams tonight. They are sold out. That's where they hang their hat. We're going to play defense. We're going to make you know we're here.
Absolutely, Rusty. And we're going to see two teams absolutely get after on the defensive end. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Take a break. We come back. We'll talk to head coach Jason Groves of John Glenn. I'm having an old man moment there. That's where he played. That's where I first encountered Jason. He was a football, basketball player at John Glenn. So, Triton head coach Jason Groves. I said that to him one time in the pregame. He says, "Man, you're dating yourself." So we'll take a break and be right back.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. Coach's Corner brought to you by Marion's University and Silla College.
Jason Groves, the head coach at Triton, joins me in our pregame. And, man, that was really a good, solid win for you guys the other night at Glen.
Yeah, it was. We haven't won there, and I think since 2012. So anytime you can win at Glen, that's a good thing. But I thought we got off to a really good start. I thought our kids were sharing the ball, moving the ball against their zone. They were defending. A lot of good things. Just the second half, I thought we came out a little, it kind of seemed like we were up 20, I guess, which we were. And the kids, I think, showed that a little bit the second half. So we have a lot of things we need to clean up from that second half.
You mentioned that. It seems like, and I know my partner in the broadcast mentioned, it seemed like you guys came out kind of like they had something to prove.
I think so. Obviously, coming from a loss against Couts, granted, Couts is a really, really good team, but still, it was still a loss. And I think our kids wanted to come out and get off on the right foot and obviously have a quick start. That's what we preached is, hey, we want a quick start, get our confidence going. And I thought they really did that. And, it's something we've just been talking about in practice is just being more consistent on both sides of the ball. Offensively, just being a lot more efficient, taking better shots, working the ball a little bit more, getting it inside out, penetrating kick threes. And defensively, just fixing up little things, little tiny things. And I thought we did that, and they came out with a purpose for sure.
Defensively, it just looked like you were taking so many things away from them.
Yeah, and that's kind of one thing we worked on. They were really good inside with Nix and Rust, and so we talked about really winning the basket area. Don't let them get the ball in there and just have easy looks. And we were trying to dig and double in the post. And our kids take pride in their defense, that's for sure, and they know they have to play defense to play. So, that's just been an expectation. We're good defensively, but we still have some things we need to clean up, and that's kind of been our focus in practice. Just simple things like our angles on the ball, our closeout every time with a hand up, just little things like that. And I think they responded with that game.
And you mentioned Nix. I felt like you guys very few times did he get the ball in his hands at any place where he was going to do much with it. That's something.
Yeah, that's what we tried to eliminate. We talked about he's really good around the basket, and so make it difficult for him to get it in there. And when he does get it in there, he needs to have 2 guys, 3 guys on him, not just leave him isolated one-on-one. So our guys do a good job of recognizing that and carrying out the scouting report. So give them credit. I thought they did a nice job with that. Jaden Overmeyer did a really good job on him, Isaac Quintana, and Brady Wood as well. So they all kind of took turns guarding him and all did a pretty good job.
You mentioned Jaden. I thought he had one of the best games I've seen him have. And your point guard, Landon Patrick had an outstanding game. I think we kind of made them dual players of the game for you guys.
Yeah, Jaden's been improving each and every game. With him, he's kind of learning a new position. His whole life he's kind of played more of a guard-ish. Yeah. And now we're kind of moving him to post this year because of his athleticism, his size, his strength, and he's done a really good job. He's kind of understanding what we want done defensively, and we've been working on him offensively as well, just saying, hey, you're an athlete, get the ball in there, rip and get to the basket, try to score. And so he's doing a lot better job on both sides of the ball. And then Landon Patrick the same. He finds a way to get points, whether it's on off steals and transition. I thought he did a really good job that game, kind of getting out in transition. He was kind of, instead of waiting back for the ball, he was taking off for the front of the rim, and we were able to throw ahead to him to get some easy buckets. But he's the leader of our team. He's our point guard. He he really did a nice job. We put him on the inside against the zone as well, and I thought he did a really nice job in there. He get the ball in the high post, and he's able to make passes, make plays, score a little bit, and so it's nice to see that. But he also did well defensively. He's one of the guys that kind of creates havoc, for the other team on defense, and he really gets after it at times and gets in the passing lanes and gets some steals and gets us going offensively.
Tonight, you got an interesting matchup. Because Culver, first of all, you're at Culver, which is they're always good there. But, the way Kyle has those guys play defense, I mean, that as an old player, I would have hated to see that coming at me, because you've got the ball. It's like, how do they have this many guys on the floor? It's just a weird feeling watching them play.
Yeah. We were just talking last night about, I think it was maybe 4 years or 3 years ago at our place, or 4, I can't remember how long it was. It was, I don't know what the score was, like 27-26 final. We won by a last second shot. It's not easy to score against that defense. It creates chaos, basically. They're flying around, and on film, what we've seen is teams struggle with this. And so, we talk to our kids about, one, taking care of the ball. I mean, you can't just give them transition buckets going the other way, and two, getting in the right spot, find the gaps, find the open areas. It's going to be a tough challenge, but I think our kids are ready. It'll be a fun challenge.
I'm going to say, you're standing there with the ball, you got 3 guys on you, and in your head you're saying somebody's got to be open, but it's like, where are they open? I mean, that causes,
and they do such a good job too when they do trap like that. Like the next guy kind of plays 2 people. He's not just on one, and they do a good job just reading that pass and getting their hands on it. So you just got to be careful with the ball, that's for sure. Be careful with the skip passes.
How about your guys? What do you want to see out of them tonight?
Just come out with confidence. Come out and offensively and just know what we want done. And defensively, to me, that's something you can control each and every night. Just come out and get after it defensively. Be very fundamental, and starts on that end. It starts on the defensive end, and rebounding as well. Just come out and hit the boards on both ends.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time. Good luck to you tonight, and I guess we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot.
Jason Groves, head coach at Triton.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC. Powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Here's the keys to the game.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's cheering the official now. Let's wait for a few minutes.
It's a rare. Gosh, he's good though, isn't he?
He is good, and I don't know the man's name. I see him all the time, and a lot of times teams will ask him to sing the national anthem. I got to say, it'd be kind of intimidating for me as a player. It'd be like, call a foul on me. And, dude, I disagree, but God, can you sing that?
Your voice is beautiful, but your whistle is bad.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that.
You like that? I'll make a shirt out of it or something.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk a little bit about the keys of this game. I mean, both these teams, you heard Coach Groves talk about it. They both want to play defense. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think for Culver to start off with, Rusty, I think their biggest key to this game is to slow it down, right? Make this a possession battle. Don't allow Triton to get up and down the court and get possession after possession. And that you can't turn the ball over if you want to do that. You got to get good shots, can't turn it over, and you got to work the offense a little bit.
You're talking about a team in Triton, though, too. I mean, even though they're young, Culver's young. I mean, blisteringly young. You're talking about a young team in Triton, but really battle-tested. You feel like these guys have been here forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think for Triton, right, Rusty, you talk about them being there forever, playing that game. I think for them, they got to come out and just execute at the highest standard. Triton can't let this be a letdown game and not play at the level that they believe they need to every game.
You got guys on that bench, too, for Triton who have proven over and over again. Isaac Quintana, saw him on Tuesday, had a great game. Jaden Overmeyer had the best game we've seen him on Tuesday.
Yeah, you're talking about some glue guys, Rusty, guys that help you win games by doing the little things.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups. It is going to be, hang on a second here, Landon Patrick, Julian Swanson, Jaden Overmeyer, Gage Ripple, and Brady Wood on the Triton side. For the home team, you've got Braylon Jackson, Caleb McEwen, Jonas McEwen, and Drake Zorich going to get the start. So, whoops. That could be dangerous. There it is.
Oh, almost lost the cap. Rusty.
Almost lost the cap to the highlighter. It would have made my night awful. So, anyway, we are.
They got the sound system working, Rusty. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they do. They are ready to play. One of the great innovations here at the. Well, they got some interesting musical selections too. This is cool. Jumping at center. For Culver, it's going to be Colton Howard, and for Triton, it's going to be Jaden Overmeyer, and the tip will go to Landon Patrick. He'll go right side to Riffle. Back to Patrick all the way out at the timeline. Now Swanson. A zone here in the half court. They get it to Overmeyer. He goes straight to the bucket. And there's the first two, Patrick to Overmeyer. It's 2-0 Triton.
Just a clinical set out of the game, Rusty. Wow.
Jonas McEwen will bring it up. He'll kick it over to Howard. Loses the handle, finds it past tip, but McEwen able to come up with it. I'm going to use Jonas and Caleb again. We got brothers again. That's Jonas. Cross court goes to Green. Green looking on the left side. Nothing there. Has Jonas. Now John Carr with it. Drives it. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. No good. Rebound in the corner comes down to the hands of Green. He'll go to the bucket and gets fouled on the way there. Shoot some free throws.
Couple quick offensive rebounds for Culver, and that's immediately got Coach Groves fuming. Got to box out. It's one of those easy controllables. See the shot go up, get a body on somebody.
Jordan Green going to the free throw line. He'll take the first free throws of the night. That one is up. That one is good. Jordan Green with the bucket, or with the free throw, makes it 2-1. We're just underway in the first. Triton and Culver boys action here, part of our doubleheader on Max 98.3. Second one up, that one good as well. Green 2 for 2. And we're tied at 2. Triton with their second possession. Three-quarter court pressure here. Pass goes into the middle. Wood, baseline, Overmeyer out to the Riffle, top of the key, Wood. As Triton moving the ball incredibly well. All the way over to Swanson. Kick into the corner, Wood with a shot fake. Drives baseline, has it knocked out of his hands. Jordan Green with a steal. Culver with a chance to take the lead. 6:38 to play. We're just underway in the first. Howard works back to the middle. Has it in the hands of Carr, now in the corner, McEwen. Jonas McEwen gets it to Zorich. Howard, top of the key. Has Green working on the right side. Almost has it taken away. Now kills his dribble, needs help. Gets it on the baseline from Carr to Howard underneath, oh good. And the rebound down in the hands of Swanson. He'll push the issue. Up the floor, baseline Overmeyer. Kicks Swanson for three, off the rim. Rebound, 5 guys go for it. Overmeyer comes out of there with it. Shot by Riffle, no good. And the rebound will go out of bounds, stay Triton basketball.
Triton with a couple good looks there, Rusty. Feet were ready, hands were ready. A couple catch and shoot threes, just didn't get him to fall.
Tied at 2, 5:54 in the first. Patrick kicks it in the corner. Riffle drives it baseline. Top of the key, Swanson. He's got to go somewhere with it. Goes to the left, gets to the paint. Has it knocked out of his hands. And Jordan Green with his second steal, second turnover for Triton. Jonas will bring it up to Howard. Now left side to Green. He'll bring it to the middle. Cut off. Zorich underneath. Howard has it knocked out of his hands into the hands of Julian Swanson. He'll take it up to Overmeyer on the break. And Jaden with 4 points. And it is 4-2 Triton. Jonas has Carr. Carr almost knocked away, and now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. Kyle Evans wants to talk with his team about it a little bit. Telling you, this is going to be interesting. Braylon Jackson will come on here at the timeout.
Yeah, they just play extremely well defensively, Rusty. Culver does. A couple of quick poke outs on some drive-bys and a couple steals out of that.
It's going to be interesting. You can see that Triton's strategy to deal with this is just very quick and aggressive ball movement.
Yeah, move it quick, seal some guys, and get it into the middle and score.
Don't stand still with it, basically, and don't dribble it.
Well, because Culver sure as heck is not going to stand still on defense. They're in and out. They're looking to trap. They're looking to slap. They're looking to do whatever they can to get that ball back.
Very active, both with the hands and with the feet. As we said, Braylon Jackson will come on at the timeout, and Culver will have it out of the break. 4-2 our score. 5:09 to play in the first. Jonas with it. He's guarded up instantly by Patrick. Dangerous pass to Jackson. Double team. Kick. Shot by Green. Misses everything. Swanson with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go back to Culver.
Yeah, that pressure is just causing havoc, Rusty. Get you the ball back.
Triton trying to use a little bit of their own here. They're doing a little bit of trapping here in the half court on this possession. 4-2 the score. Jackson has it. Gives it to Jonas. He'll work left side. Cut off, has Jackson top of the key. Braylon working right side. Kicks it over to Green. He'll drive it, cut off, hands it off to Carr. Carr, nowhere to go, gets a screen from Zorich. Goes to baseline, kicks it to Jackson. Three-point attempt, buries it.
That's a great offensive set there, Russ. You got the kick out. Quick catch and shoot out of Jackson.
5-4, Culver lead. Right side, Patrick goes to the baseline, gives it up to Wood for 2. Perfect play design there. 6-5 now. Triton with the lead. Jackson brings it over the timeline, loses the handle. Carr able to recover it. And Triton in their own version of this defense, man-to-man, as Carr drives, has it knocked out of his hands. And it'll stay Culver ball. Carr will come to the bench. And Caleb McEwen will come out. 6-5, Triton leads Culver here. 3:55 in the first. Kick in to Carr. He'll work baseline. Kicks it out to Jackson, top of the key. Jonas, baseline to Caleb. Has it knocked out of his hands. Needs somewhere to go. Has it to Jackson, who almost lost it to Patrick. Jackson now working left side. Hands it off to Caleb. He'll drive it, hand it to Jonas. Thought about the three, decides against it. Kicks it over to Carr. Carr, right wing, has it knocked out of his hands into the hands of Zorich. Now Jonas goes to the paint. Kicks the shot up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Patrick. He'll clear it out of there quickly. Gets it on the baseline. Ripple with a shot fake. Gives it over to Patrick. Corner to Wood for three. Partially blocked. And Drake Zorich will come away with that board.
Culver doing what they need to keep this close, Rusty. Long possessions on offense, playing solid on the defensive end.
6-5 Triton lead here. 2:56 to play in the first. Braylon Jackson goes to the middle. Kicks it over to Zorich on the block. Guarded up by Overmeyer. His pass just barely gets into the hands of Caleb. He'll go to the paint. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Zorich keeps it alive. Gets it to Carr. Braylon Jackson over to Jonas. He'll take the three off the front of the rim. Rebound kept alive under there by Overmeyer. A lot of activity under the basket. And the knock out of bounds will go to Triton.
Tell you what, Culver's playing hard, Rusty. They are getting after it here, defending the home court.
6-5, 2:25 to play. Triton with the lead. Wood gets it to Patrick. Tries the corner riffle. He'll go to the baseline. Has his pass deflected into the hands of Carr and then into the hands of Swanson. Swanson will bring it back to the paint. Kicks it over to Wood. Wood goes to the baseline to Overmeyer. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. You know, this is crazy. Normally you see this speed of play in one of those up and down, athletic, down the floor. This has defensively caused speed. It is moving enormously quick.
It is a lot of fun to watch, Rusty. It's a classic Northern Indiana basketball game.
Half-court speed game. Overmeyer. Baseline knocked away. Green with his third steal. Culver with it now. Both teams in the half court forcing the energy and the pace of this game to be breakneck. Howard, baseline. Caleb, or Jonas, I should say, gets it back to Howard. Going to get a whistle and a foul as Howard tried to go to the basket, and they'll get it out under the basket.
Low-scoring affair so far, Rusty, but there has not been a lot of possessions. Both teams have kind of worked it, and I've been impressed with what Culver's been able to do so far, Rusty.
Jaden Overmeyer, Gage Riffle will get their first breaks as Jamison Swanson and Isaac Quintana check in. Pass comes into Howard. He'll take baseline, kicks it up. 3-point attempt from Green, and he'll bury it. Jordan Green from Howard makes it 8-6 Culver. Minute 26 in the first. All the way out at the 10-second line with that zone trap. Knocked out of the hands of Quintana into the hands of Patrick. He'll take it to the paint. Tries to put it on the block to Wood. Nobody there, and Patrick and Carr get tied up. Patrick right over the top of him. And they're going to get a whistle and a timeout by Triton. This half-court speed is something you're going to have to deal with.
Giving Triton fits, man.
8-6, minute 13. We'll be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Out of the timeout, Triton will inbound it. Has Julian Swanson top of the key to Jamison Swanson, that is. Minute 6 to play here in the first. Culver lead of 8-6. Wood in the corner. Trapped down there by Green. Out to Julian, over to Jamison. He'll take it back to the middle. Down on the baseline all alone, Wood for two.
And And moving that ball back and forth, Rusty, until they get the look they want.
Jamison Swanson the assist and ties it at 8. 45 seconds to play here in the first.
Gonna try to settle for one shot. Not sure Triton's going to let him.
37 seconds. Jonas with it, and full timeout here with 35 seconds left. As Kyle Evans wants to talk about it, well, why don't we take a break? We'll be right back. 8-8, we're in the first quarter. If this is anything about how the game's going to go, I'm tired already. We'll be right back.
Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Back at Culver, John R. Nelson Gymnasium. We've got 34 seconds to play here in the first. We're tied at 8. And boy, you know, it shows you what kind of a game Indiana basketball is when you're talking about this being an up-tempo game. This is a half-court game. This isn't a full-court up-tempo game.
But there is a lot of speed.
A lot of speed going on. Triton able to get what they get because they're able to move the basketball so well and quickly. Pass comes in out of the timeout for Culver. William Jackson goes to the left side, gets to the block, kicks it over to Jonas McCune, not a Caleb McCune. Corner to Jackson. Looking in the middle, nothing there. He'll dribble it behind the back. Corner for Caleb. He'll take the 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down in the hands of Quintana. Ball knocked out on the floor. Now, who's it going to be? They're going to say it was off of Triton.
Just great hustle there again, Rusty, by Jackson to keep that alive, and another possession going Culver's way here.
Deflections become literally a huge part of this defense. Now, on the break, out of bounds play as time expires, Jonas McCune gets a last-second shot, but doesn't drop. We're tied at 8. We haven't decided anything yet, so stay with us. We go to quarter number 2. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Tied at 8 as we head to quarter number 2. And before this is over with, there will be bloodshed. I promise you.
You're not lying there, Rusty.
Both of these teams just expending an enormous amount of energy. You knew that it was going to happen because that's the way Culver plays defense, and that's just the way Triton plays.
Yeah, Rusty, and that's tell you what, man, Culver has not backed down one bit, have they? That's
not a bit.
There'd be some people surprised by this score right now, I'll tell you that.
They'll have it in out of the quarter break, and boy, Julian Swanson wearing the same uniform as Jonas McCune as they come out of the break. Underneath, Jackson on the backdoor cut, and he got fouled by Patrick. He got behind Landon and found some space on the baseline. McCune able to hit him with the pass, but Jackson hit on the way to the rim, and he'll shoot some free throws.
Beautiful set from Culver out of the half or out of the quarter there, Rusty.
Raylan will hit the first one off the back of the rim, and free throw woes continue for every team we cover. Maybe it's us.
It could be.
Second shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Howard, though. Culver will get another shot at it. Caleb with it, right side. Hands it off to Carr. Got away with a travel there, I think.
Thought so, too.
Jackson with it now. In the corner, Carr thought about it. Thinks better of it. Dribbles it around. Tries to go to the paint. Nothing there. Gets it to Braylon. Jackson drives. Cut off. Now to Jonas. He'll get into the paint. Knocked out of his hands by Patrick. Patrick will take it up quickly. Goes to the baseline. Has it knocked out of his hands. It'll go back the other way.
Too many dead ball turnovers out of Triton. They've thrown too many balls into the third row tonight. You got to take care of it.
They have 4 turnovers now.
Yeah,
which is unusual.
Yeah, uncommon for sure.
Jonas will bring it up for Culver. Works it to the free throw line to Caleb. Knocked out of his hands. Gets it back. Gives it to Jonas. Howard tries to set a screen. Now the ball taken away by Jameson Swanson. On the break. Lays it up. Lays it in. They'll get a free throw. Boy, Jordan Green thought he played a great defense. I thought he played.
I don't know how he got that up.
Swanson was under the rim. Somehow got it up there and got it in. And he'll shoot some free throws.
That's what Triton needs. They need to get out and run and get a couple layups under their belt. Start feeling a little bit better about where they're at.
Jameson will get the free throw to drop. And now coming back to the floor is John Carr, as Jonas McCune will get his first break of the night. Caleb to trigger it in against some token full court pressure here by Triton. Braylon Jackson, now they're going to trap at the line. Pass into the corner. Carr loses a handle but gets it back. Now, Jonas for 3. I'm sorry, Caleb for 3. Just buried it. 11-11. Pass goes to the right side. Jameson has Patrick. Free throw line, Wood. Back to Patrick. He'll go to the paint, kicks to Julian. He'll take the 3 off the rim. Whistle and a foul away from the ball. I think that's going to be on Jameson Swanson. No, they're going to call it on Wood.
Tell you what, this Triton team just looks a little frustrated right now, Rusty. And yeah, that's going to
that's going to bring everybody off the bench.
The ever rare 5-man sub.
5-man sub.
Exactly.
That tells you what Jason Groves is thinking about right now. So he's going to bring Blaze Hensley, Max Johnson, Colton Large, and Jaden Arnett to the floor. I think he had something he wanted to see done, and it wasn't done. Mm-hmm. Into the paint goes McEwen, and he'll get tied up by Jaden Arnett. So Triton will have it back.
That's just crazy. It cracks you because you as a coach know exactly what that feeling
I've seen that done before, only on a baseball field. And we will just leave it at that. Blaze Hensley goes to the left. Arnett in the paint to Large. Johnson, kick for a 3 look from McFarland. No good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Carr. Tied at 11, 5:46 to play. I saw that in a sectional game one time.
You really made Coach mad.
9 guys immediately. 11-11. Pass goes into the corner for Carr. He's got Jackson. Now top of the key. Green, no good on the shot. Rebound to Howard, knocked out of his hands. They're going to say it's going to go to Triton.
I do not know that I agree, but I know nothing. So
neither one of us knows anything. We're just the guys sitting here with microphones around our heads. 11-11, 5:15. Johnson into the paint for Triton, trying to force his way in. Rolls everywhere but in. And out of bounds on the rebound. It'll go back to Culver. All right, we're going to see another 5-man substitution.
I think point was made. It was Bobby Knight that said it best. The best motivator is the bench.
Well, I remember Bill Sharp telling me that. I asked him how he motivated guys to play football for him. He said, I don't have to motivate them. There's 100 guys behind me on the sideline. If they don't do what I want, they ain't playing anymore, and they know it. 11-11, 5 minutes to play here in the second. in the corner, off the rim. Rebound comes down in the hands of Landon Patrick. Pushes it up, tipped away. Jonas McCune with the steal. All the way to the baseline, lays it up and in. McCune with a bucket, makes it 13-11 Culver. Now Julian Swanson needs help from Wood. He'll get it on the baseline. Overmeyer blocked by Caleb McCune. A lot of people wanted a foul, absolutely none called, and it'll stay Triton basketball as it got knocked out of bounds.
Well, that's where Triton loves their offense, out of bounds unders.
And coming up, Wood gets the pass, lays it up, but gets fouled.
I swear they just have an encyclopedia of out of bounds unders that lead to layups. Saw it there.
You can probably list a number of coaches that you could say probably have a complete notebook full of them.
Mm-hmm.
Name Edison comes to my mind. Wood hits it.
Yeah, I think every out of bounds play I probably run is from the Jack Edison playbook.
Well, I'm thinking that Coach Patrick over here for Triton, he and his father probably have 2 notebooks full of them. Shot goes up, in and out, and comes down in the hands of Caleb McCune.
This is going about as well as it could for Culver right now, Rusty. Knocking down some open shots, playing really well defensively.
13-12 Culver, 4:17. Pass comes out to Drake Zorich. Gets it over to Carr. Now Jonas will drive it. Drives it. His shot up and good.
2 feet in the paint, finishing through contact.
Caleb McCune makes it 15-12. 4 minutes to play in the half, and Caleb with a steal. So another turnover. 5 now for Triton. Caleb McCune hands it to Jackson. They're going to play for some time here. Jackson, he had another idea. Took it to the paint, laid it up, no good. Wood with the rebound. Off to the races. Triton in the trail. Julian Swanson has his pass deflected into the hands of Patrick. Off the feet of the Culver defender, out of bounds, and it'll stay Triton basketball, but boy.
Intensity, Rusty.
The speed of this defense.
They're everywhere. It's like they got 7 guys out there playing at sometimes.
I told you were going to like watching this. That is exactly what it feels like if you've got the ball in your hand, and now Braylon Jackson going to pick up a foul. The one thing about it is, though, they will foul you, and they don't worry about that all that much.
You know what impresses me, though, Rusty, is as much as they're getting up and trying to trap you, they don't give up layups out of it. They force contested shots, playing a 1-on-2 defense, and we call it that cat and mouse. Force him to make that decision. Don't let him get a wide-open layup.
15-12, Triton on the inbound. They trail it. Pass in the corner, on the block, the opposite block. Wood has his shot blocked. Drake Zorich comes out of there with his 3rd rebound.
I really thought he got fouled there, Rusty, but it's been a physical game. They can't call them all, right?
Good job by Overmeyer to see Wood on the other block, but contested shot. Now Overmeyer almost with a seal of Zorich. Drake able to keep it, gets it to Jonas. Top of the key, Caleb. Off the screen, Jackson on the left side. Top of the key, Zorich. Looking for somebody to cut down the middle, and Jaden Overmeyer just makes a great play. Reaches out, deflects an entry pass from out on the wing. Colton Howard going to come back, and Zorich going to take a seat.
Tell you what, I like Colton Howard's game, man. He's definitely undersized in terms of weight, but, man, he doesn't back down inside.
He's that guy. Well, he's an offensive lineman and one of the best defensive linemen I've ever seen. And he's only a sophomore. Pass goes over. Actually, I think he might be. He's a sophomore. Pass goes the opposite side, and it gets into the hands of Patrick. Now a quick kick. Wood for 3, in and out. And the rebound comes down to Jonas McCune. I stand corrected. Drake Zorich is a junior. Still an outstanding play. What a play by Swanson. Somehow picked McCune's pocket. Was taking it down the sideline. Somehow Julian Swanson got his hands in there, knocked it away, was on his way to the bucket, and draws the foul from Jonas McCune.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting 2 here on out from this quarter, Rusty, on the Triton end. 5 fouls here on Culver.
So Julian will be at the free throw line. His shot is good.
Good to see some free throws go in. It's good for the soul. I think
It is
tired
good
of seeing
for
them
the
not go
soul.
in. So
Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until this one leaves his hand, but I'm going to say something.
He's going to make it.
Second one is up. That one is good as well. It's rare to see either one of the Swanson brothers miss a free throw.
Yeah, or miss anything.
Yeah, you're right.
With you, Rusty, but
15-14 now. Culver with the lead. Triton has a timeout called by Culver as they get it over the 10-second line. Kyle Evans wants to talk about something. We'll take a quick break. Listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Culver and Triton, 15-14 Cavs.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Back at Culver, the Cavs will have it in out of the timeout. Minute 59 to play here in the half, 15-14. Cavalier lead. Braylon Jackson looking for somewhere to go. Has it stolen right out of his hand by Landon Patrick. And then tries to return the favor, but it ends up in the hands of Brady Wood. We got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on John Carr.
Yeah, that's a silly one, too. Don't want to send Triton to the free throw line again when you're that far away from the basket.
Culver with just 3 turnovers here in the first half, 5 for Triton. And Brady Wood will go to the free throw line, his team trailing by 1. His shot is up and good. He'll get a second one here. Minute 52 to play here in the first half. Tied at 15, shot is up. Man, that tie is broken, 16-15 now. Triton with the lead, they'll go into full court pressure. Pass comes at midcourt. Caleb has it, and that's one of those fouls that's going to drive a coach nuts. Brady Wood trying to reach in and just picks up a cheap one all the way out at the 10-second line.
Yeah, it's his second as well. We'll see if they decide to leave him in. Or
Well, they're going to bring in Colton Large here. Excuse me. And Brady Wood will take a seat. Minute 49 left in the second period. You don't want to take a chance on losing him any longer than you have to. So you may as well let him sit for the rest of the half. Jonas has it in the corner to Caleb. He'll go to the middle, looking for somewhere to go. No, and somewhere to go is right to the bucket. No good. Jamison Swanson out of there with it. Pushes it up. Hits Julian in the trail. Double teamed. He'll kick it over to Patrick. Loses the handle. Dribbles. Now looking across has Julian. Cross court to Landon. Patrick. Baseline. Obermeyer has a shot blocked by Caleb McEwen. Second block. Now to the bucket. Carr lays it up. Lays it in.
that was dirty, Rusty. A little backhand spin.
John Carr makes it 17-16 Culver. Minute 6 in the half. Julian to Large. Back to Julian. Thought about it. Takes a dribble. Takes it. Bang. Julian Swanson with a step up and shoot. Under a minute to play. 19-17. Now Overmeyer trying to make a play. Gets over the back of Caleb McEwen. And he'll pick up the foul.
See if Culver's able to get something here, Rusty. Triton finally buried a 3, which they've been looking for this entire night.
Really haven't had much of a look at it.
Yeah, I know, Rusty. They've been run off the rim or off the 3-point line quite a bit.
Pass comes in to Caleb. He'll dribble against Julian. Bodying him up all the way to the paint. Now Howard on the right block. Misses it. Julian with the rebound. Swanson will push it up himself. 35 seconds. Corner to Overmeyer. He'll drive it. Other corner. Jamison for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped into the hands of Carr. Culver will have a chance to take the lead back here, or at least tie it with 20 seconds left in the half. Caleb on the left wing. directing traffic, dribbles to the middle, now back to the left. Needs help as he kills the dribble. Tries to get it to Jonas. Ball on the floor. Jonas has it. We got a tie-up at midcourt. Caleb lost his dribble and then needed help. The tie-up on alternating possessions is going to belong to Culver.
Got 4 seconds here. Got to be a quick catch and shoot here. Time
Jonas.
for a dribble or two.
Long lob underneath into the hands of Overmeyer. Long lob to Patrick. 2 seconds. Layup at the buzzer. You don't think they practice that, do you?
No kidding, Rusty. Perfect execution. They're going to get a quick steal, a quick 2 at the end there.
Jaden Overmeyer with the rebound on the missed shot almost at the buzzer. He knew that Landon Patrick released, ran down there, just led him with a long pass. And it results in 2 points and a 21-17 lead at halftime for Triton. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show. We're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, 21-17. Triton leads Culver.
A bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium here at Culver High School. A.J. Nisi, head girls coach here, joins us. If you're with us, well, why weren't you with us if you were with us earlier on? We had the girls game a little bit earlier, and boy, you guys, you just continue to play so solid. And you know, Ava had a really nice night tonight, McCune.
Yeah, she had a great night, especially in the first half. They kind of came out and manned us, and face guarded Schemler. And we thought that was perfect because then that means Ava and Ashlyn could get to the hole whenever they wanted. And from what it looks like, Ava did that in the first half.
Brianna Schlemmer, I don't know that she even touched the ball in the first half, did she?
No.
They did a great job of keeping it out of her hands.
Yeah, and me and the coaching staff talked that if they're going to face guard her like that, we're just going to put her on the screen with Ava or Ashlyn, and let's see if you can stop Ava or Ashlyn on the getting downhill.
I also thought that Eliana Andrzejewski had, you know, we had differing players of the game. Peyton went with Ava. I went with Eliana because I thought, 10 points. I had her for 7 rebounds and 6 steals. That's almost a triple-double.
Yeah, and she, like I've said earlier on, she's our Swiss Army knife. She kind of gets us going. She inbounds the ball for us, but she always finds her way in the right spot.
Really physical game. I thought both teams played really solid physical defense, and you got to hand it to them. They really played you hard. They were right there at the end.
Yeah, tip my hat to them. They came out and tried to punch us in the mouth there in that fourth quarter. We didn't take care of the ball well. I think we ended up with 22 turnovers, and I think 8 or 9 of them came in that fourth quarter where we were just kind of throwing the ball all over the court. But we took care of it when we needed to.
Yeah.
As Coach Barrett says, was it pretty? Nope, but it's a win.
How do you feel? Break it down for us. What do you think you did best tonight?
I think our defense stepped up. If you didn't watch the game, if you listened to it, they kind of had a bunch of runners that kind of shot us in the foot a little bit. But we honed in, not letting them have three-point shots, stuff like that. I think they ended up scoring 30, and I think probably banked in probably 20 of those shots just off of runners.
Yeah, at some point, that game is 39 was it? 39-30 was the final. And I'm thinking there's two teams that's kind of their defense. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, and that's kind of like what we talked about earlier today is like Glenn, those games might end up 20-19 just depending on who can score when they need it and who can get a big rebound. And I think there towards the end, Eliana came up with a big rebound that sent Ash to the free throw line, gave us 2 free throws, kind of iced it, and you could see in the girls like the shoulders kind of sat down, and it's like, okay, we got this.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that bottom line, you got to feel good because that defense is going to travel. That's a matter of I've always been taught. That's effort and desire, and you can play the same every night. Offense comes and goes, but you're always going to have that defense.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially for us, there's going to be nights where we don't shoot the ball well or we turn the ball over a lot, but we always hang our hats on our defense. And if we play our defense the way we have all year, we're going to be in a lot of ball games.
Well, man, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a win. We'll see you probably next week at some point.
All right, Rusty, thank you.
AJ Neese, head girls basketball coach at Culver, and we'll take a quick break.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Dude, I want this sound system in my house.
Yeah, it is legit, man. I'm telling you, blasting.
Oh yeah, this is.
And I like the selection too. Mixing it up a little bit. It was,
I don't know. You're gonna have to go a long way to make me not love North Judson's football.
Yeah, I know. You do love that.
When you get out there and one of the pregame songs is Rammstein. I mean, you are in trouble if you're a visiting team going in there. You're definitely setting a tone. Setting a tone here. Culver's done that so far here the first half.
Yeah, they have, Rusty. They played phenomenal on the defensive end. Deflections everywhere, getting after it, tip from behind, just all those little things that get you extra possessions and give you a chance to win a close game like this. Culver's done it, man, and they've done the dirty work to keep themselves in this.
The question is, and has been for Culver all year long, are we going to be able to score enough points to win this?
Right, and I think they've knocked down some shots from the outside. Just got to try to get a few more good looks at the basket, and that's a lot easier said than done playing a Triton team.
I know they feel like Jordan Green and John Carr at some point are going to break out and really become good three-point shooters. Green has shown that a couple of times over the past 2 years that he can. You can't leave him alone in the corner, but at the same time, they need other guys to take some of that pressure on.
Yeah, I agree, Rusty. And it's Jackson that stepped up and played pretty well. Knocked down a shot or two. Yeah, like you said, though, they need some guys to just play a team game, have everybody a threat to score, and that'll give them a little bit better chance to win this game.
Triton side, though, I mean, what are you saying if you're Jason Groves? I mean, in my mind, you just got to stay within yourself and just realize that you can weather this storm. They're not going to stop coming at you.
Yeah.
Just deal with it and keep doing what you do best.
Yeah, I think his message probably, guys, like you said, play our game. Quit playing into their game. When we get sped up and we're throwing the ball around and we're chucking it up, that's playing into their game. You got to play Triton ball, move the basketball until you get an open shot.
As a player, though, honestly, and as a player, a former player, I mean, it's been 50 years, but when you see that stuff coming at you, it's hard not to get sped up.
There's a lot to process in a short amount of time, and you've got to make a split decision, like that. It's not easy to do, especially when the ball's in your hands.
Take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Quarter number 3 about ready to get underway here at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. 21-17 the score. Triton with the lead, and they'll have the ball first here. As you hear the Rocky theme playing.
Not in Philly, but it'll work.
Not in Philly, but works for Culver tonight, too. 21-17. Pass to Patrick out top of the key. Looks like, they're going to spread the floor a little bit and make them play defense all over the whole floor. Julian Swanson will take the 3, and Caleb McCune will come out of there with a rebound. He'll pass it up quickly to Carr. And then Carr just tosses it into the backcourt, and Braylon Jackson just going to let it roll, and it'll be a turnover on their first possession as well. So both teams empty possession on possession number 1. Let's see what Landon Patrick has in his hat here for the inbound. And then a throwaway. Gage Ripple just tosses it right into the hands of Carr, and Patrick with a great hustle play knocks it out of bounds out of Jackson's hands. And man, a lot of hustle out there on both sides. A lot of energy expended. Culver with it now.
Oh, man.
Caleb has to save it in. He got all the way to the 10-second line. He'll get it to Jackson. Kills the dribble. His pass goes away. It's on the floor. Somehow Caleb comes up with it, hands it to Jonas, pulls back on a 3, gives it up to Jackson. He'll hand it to Carr. He'll dribble to the right side. Cut off by Gage Ripple. Tries to drive, gets to the block, tries to kick it to Jonas. Jonas gets it, turns, shoots. Boy, he wasn't even looking at the basket when that went out of his hands.
Yeah, that was pretty high level there, Rusty. I don't know how you guard that.
Spin jumper in the paint, and it's 21-19 Triton. Trojans with the ball. Julian passes it to Patrick. He'll give him a screen, goes right side. Now he'll try to go baseline to Obermeyer. Jaden gets it, but nowhere to go with it. Tosses it all the way over to Julian. He'll take it to the paint. Going to get a whistle and a foul as Julian Swanson thought about driving, and he got fouled on the way there. John Carr's first foul. And Landon Patrick will take the ball out of bounds. 6:30 to play. We're just underway in the third. Long inbound to Riffle. Loses the handle. Has to save it into the half court, and it's on the hands of Greg Zorich. So an uncharacteristic turnover on an inbound.
Culver's doing their part to make this the game they want to play, Rusty.
Jonas, left side to Jackson. Trying to get Zorich posting up on the block. Nothing there. He'll get it to him as he pops out. Top of the key, way out near the timeline now. Carr tries to drive it. Has it knocked out of his hands. Kicks it to Caleb. He'll drive it. Nothing there. Spin move in the paint. Somehow almost rolled it in. Zorich with the rebound. Puts it in. And we are tied.
Wow. They just will not quit, will they, Rusty?
They are not going to go away. Riffle has Swanson. Free throw line knocked out of Patrick's hands. by Carr. It'll stay Triton ball. And that's going to bring a timeout from Jason Groves. And we'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week. Triton and Culver were tied at 21.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Triton will have it in out of their timeout. See what Jason Groves drew up. Brady Wood with it on the right side. He'll dribble to the baseline, cut off. Now Julian Swanson. Looks like they're spacing the floor again like they did when they came out at halftime. Corner, Jaden Overmeyer for three. Not there.
Good call.
Brady Wood going to get called for... now, it's not over the back. What did you call it?
Well, that one was displacement right there.
Okay.
Russ. He moved him when he was in position for that running or for that rebound, and I agree.
That's 3 on Wood, which is significant because he is a scoring threat wherever he is on the floor. So he'll have to sit here with 5:21. We're tied at 21. Caleb brings it up. He'll hand it off to Carr. Carr to Jackson. Jackson drives left side. Zorich alone on the block, fouled by Patrick.
And it's a great offense there by Culver. A little dribble handoff and then attacking north-south, drop-off pass, and that's exactly what you love to see as a coach is when you just execute at a high level.
Patrick with his second foul now. And Zorich will go to the free throw line. Let's see if he can drain a couple. First shot is up, and it's good. See, let the big guys shoot the free throws. Maybe they got better touch.
I've been saying it for years, let the big guys shoot.
Well, you weren't a big guy. You did play the post, but you were a big guy.
That was what we called a hybrid.
Yeah, Zorich can't get that one to drop, and Julian Swanson comes out of there with his 4th rebound. He'll bring it up right side, Riffle. Now Swanson way out at the timeline. Once again, Triton spreading the floor, trying to make him guard the whole floor. Swanson with a wide open 3, no good. Overmeyer chases down the rebound. Drive to the paint, Riffle in the corner. Swanson again off the front of the rim. And the rebound comes down to Jackson. His first. Overmeyer comes in from behind, knocks it out of bounds, but it'll stay Triton ball. Not sure that was the shot selection Jason Groves wanted on that possession.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Rusty.
Jonas McCune triggers it into Caleb. He'll turn and face. Drives it back to the middle, hands it off to Jackson. Jackson, almost got a little out too far. Tried the same play to the other side. Carr to Zorich on the block, but it was too hard. Zorich able to save it back to Carr. So now Carr on the right side dribbling. He's got to figure out something. Has it knocked out of his hands by Patrick. And Riffle almost got it, but knocked out of bounds. You know, Patrick does that better than anybody I've seen in forever. His hands are so active. You cannot relax for a second with him guarding you. He's got his hands in there knocking things away all the time. Pass comes in to Jonas. He'll go to the middle. Swanson beats the screen. Then he tries to get it from behind, gets a hand on it. But as Jonas gets to the block, he gets fouled trying to shoot it, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Culver does a lot of really good things offensively, Rusty. Just spacing the floor and little rip cuts here and there, getting to the other side, making your defender see both. It's a lot of good things happening.
It's going to be 2 shots here from Jonas. Boy, that one just short.
Yeah, it was weird. Culver wants a chance, though. They got to make these free ones when they get them.
Got to make the freebies. Never miss a free throw. I still hear that in my head. And misses one. Rebound to Zorich. Great job to keep it alive. Gets it to Jonas. Now to Jackson for 3.
Bang, Rusty. Cold-blooded. Just steps up. huge one for Culver.
Braylon Jackson with a bucket makes it 25-21 Culver. 3:48 to play in the third. Julian has Riffle to Patrick on the baseline. Overmeyer with a reverse layup.
He's such a good athlete, Rusty. Oh, he's fun to watch,
There's
too.
not much he can't do.
No, he's got a nose to the rim, too.
Well, I think anything. Anywhere you see him, you know he's going to be the best guy on the floor. Pass goes to Zorich. Blocked down there by Jamison Swanson and comes down in the hands of Riffle. Julian pushes it up, looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it over. Riffle had a wide open look at three, passed it up. Now back, he'll take it this time. Bang!
Yeah, you can't leave him, Russ. You got to get a hand in his face, and they just gave him a little too much space there.
Triton takes the lead back, 26-25, just like that. 2:57 to play in the third. Handoff. Carr, right side. Nowhere to go. Gets it in the corner. Jonas. And he'll get fouled. Oh, they're going to say jump ball. Julian Swanson able to tie him up. It's going to stay Culver basketball. Colton Howard will give Zorich a break. And Jonas will take it out under the Culver basket. And Triton covers it all up. Braylon Jackson gets it in the paint. Trying to find some room, and they're going to say he traveled in there. That's just the fifth turnover for Culver.
Yeah, they played a really clean game. It's really one of the big reasons they've been able to stay in it. Just a lot of shot attempts for them.
26-25, 2:41 to play. Full court pressure. Actually, it isn't quite full court. It's kind of three-quarter court where they pick you up. Riffle, right or left side, has Swanson top of the key. Julian, back to Riffle. Back to Julian. Thought about the three. Passes it up, gives it to Riffle. Middle to Patrick. Baseline. Overmeyer again.
Yeah, he might just start feasting down there, Rusty. They're moving the ball. He's getting behind the defenders to where they can't see him, and then he gets a free 2 points out of it.
It's the same play they ran the last time. 28-25. Jackson thought about the three. Holds it. Hands it off, and now Kyle Evans wants to talk about it. We'll take a break as well. 2:04 to play. It's 28-25 Triton. We will be right back.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin. 28-25 our score. 2:04 to play here in the third, and Culver will have it out of their timeout, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they'll take it out in front of the home crowd across the way here. Braylon Jackson directing traffic. He'll throw it up in the air, and Jonas McEwen will run under it, and a travel call. Julian Swanson is given Jonas McEwen fits in this half.
Yeah, we've seen him do that multiple times this year on anybody that he's guarding Rusty.
So travel, give it back to the Trojans. Comes into Patrick. He'll take it across, gets it to Isaac Quintana, who checked in at that break. And knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Triton basketball. They'll have it out under. See where they put that. It looked like it went out in the corner, but they're going to bring it all the way back here under the basket. 28-25, minute 54. Triton inbound to, wow. Swanson just standing there, takes it, bang. Julian Swanson, 10 points now. Now a whistle away from the ball. Don't know what this is about. It's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Swanson. That'll be his first. Full court pressure here from Triton. Zorich comes back. Jordan Green will take a break. And Braylon Jackson will trigger it in under the Triton basket. They'll have to go the full length of the floor. And basically just token man-to-man pressure here. Jackson has it knocked out of his hands by Patrick. Comes up and takes a shot. And Riffle comes away with a rebound. Ill-advised shot by Braylon Jackson there. Barely recovered control of the ball. 30-25. Patrick has it knocked away. Recovers it. Corner to Quintana. Tries to find somewhere to go with it. Has Swanson. Now to Riffle. He'll dribble it. Back to Julian Swanson. Corner it goes to Jamison. He'll take a three. In and out. And Howard comes out of there with his third rebound. 30-25. Minute 5 to play. Here in the third, Triton with the lead. Culver has the ball. Caleb hands it to Jackson. Nowhere to go now. Spin move into the paint. Kicks it out top of the key. Zorich. Jonas tries to get Howard on the block, and Jamison Swanson comes away with a steal. Into the corner now, Riffle. Jamison. Julian thought about the three. Pulled it back. Gets it over to Jamison. No run clock now. 36 seconds. Probably wait for one here or a layup, whichever comes first. Jamison and Julian playing catch out here at the 10-second line. Got a whistle away from the ball. And I think that's going to go on Quintana. And it is. Must have set a screen a little bit too aggressively. That was clear down on the baseline. The ball was out at the 10-second line. So 25 seconds left. 30-25 Triton lead. Culver will have it. They'll have to go the length of the floor. Pass comes into Jonas. He'll dribble it up. Jonas McEwen has Caleb McEwen. He'll go to the right side. Hands it to Carr. Now Zorich goes left corner. Jonas for three.
Huge one, Rusty.
Cold-blooded. Pass comes up. 1 second. Julian Swanson off the front of the rim. 30-28 the score. As we go to the break, Triton holding on to a 2-point lead. We'll be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
We start quarter number 4, a 2-point Triton lead. They'll have the basketball. 30-28 our score. And they're having fun here at Culver.
Oh, yeah, they are. As they should, man. That's a fun game.
It has been. I tell you what, if I had the ball in my hands and a blue jersey on, I don't think it'd be all that much fun. Patrick to Swanson. Julian, nowhere to go. Corner to Jaden Overmeyer. He'll go all the way to the other corner. Jonas McEwen able to knock it out of bounds. Right into a cheerleader. And
she seems to be okay, though.
Yeah,
at least it wasn't
exchanged a little look like, what was that over? Gage Ripple gets the inbound. Patrick goes to Julian Swanson on the left side. Back to Patrick, almost in the hands of Carr, who gets it from behind, and Patrick somehow able to keep control. Now Julian Swanson. Wood into the paint, up to the bucket, no good, and wow. Jonas McCune got the rebound. He got away with a travel big time, trying to get a foul. 30-28, took about 3 steps trying to make contact with the guy that was trying to screen him. Now Jonas with it. Left side, nothing there, covered by Swanson. Cross court into the hands of Jackson. He has it go right into the hands of Patrick. Third steal for Landon.
Yeah, and then he got a silly one after it, Rusty. Sometimes you don't let one mistake turn into two. Just get back and play defense.
Braylon Jackson just lost the handle. It went right into the hands of Landon Patrick. Well, I tell you what, one of the biggest battles here right now for the last 2 quarters is Jonas McCune and Julian Swanson are just going at each other. Brady Wood has Swanson off a screen for 3. No good. Caleb McCune comes away with a rebound. He'll bring it across himself. Hands it to Jackson. Jackson goes back to the middle. Nothing there. Just throws up a wild shot. Thought he was going to get the foul. And Kyle Evans saying, look, get in there, but have an exit plan. There was a guy in the corner. Kick it. 30-28, 6:35 to play. Ball goes over to Triton. They lead it. Brady Wood. Swanson all the way out at the timeline. Back to Wood. Now Swanson. Back to Wood right side. Now Swanson. Over to Riffle on the other side. Shot fake down on the baseline. Overmeyer has Julian top of the key. Riffle for a wide open look at 3 in and out. And Zorich comes away with his 5th rebound. 30-28, chance for Culver to tie. 6:03 to play in this one. Right side, once again, Jonas McCune and Julian Swanson just pounding each other. Carr working back to the middle, hands it to Zorich. Needs some help, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout.
That's their last one, Rusty.
Kyle Evans trying to keep possession. You knew Zorich was in trouble. And so that is a final timeout for Culver. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, 30-28. Triton with the lead for now. We'll be right back.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. This is going to play into it at the end of the game. Last timeout called by Culver there.
That's huge.
We still have 5:46 to play, and that's one they're going to need. But I know what Kyle was thinking. He had to save that possession. Zorich had killed his dribble. He was in trouble double team, and they had to give him some help. So now they'll have it in across the way in front of the home faithful.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now they got to hurry. Passes in the air. Somehow Caleb comes away with it. Riffle got a hand on it. Now Braylon Jackson working left side. Gives it up to Caleb. He'll come back to the middle. Drives to the paint. Tried to cross it to Zorich, who doesn't get it, knocked away, and Overmeyer will come away with a steal. 8 turnovers now for Culver. 30-28 Triton lead. They have the ball. Brady Wood, right side, gets cut off. Has it to Julian Swanson. Patrick has it knocked away in the middle into the hands of Jackson. He'll keep it. Gets it up to Carr. He'll take a 10-footer in transition. No good, and Riffle comes away with a rebound.
Gosh, this is high intensity, Rusty. Every possession feels like it's the biggest one of the season right now.
Right side, Julian Swanson in the corner. Patrick gets to the paint, kicks it. Swanson picks up the loose ball, drives it. Gets some space, goes to the paint, 10-foot floater, no good. Jackson out of there with the rebound. He'll push it up, waits for numbers now. has Jonas on the left side, guarded up by Riffle now. Zorich loses the handle. Patrick picks it up on the run, gets to the paint, and Braylon Jackson, I think, going to get the foul. Well, I think maybe they'll give it to Zorich. They were both there just trying to stop Patrick having a free bucket, and they're going to call it on Zorich.
Yeah, Rusty, this Culver team clearly is trained to let nothing get there free, and a good job there of not letting him get that layup up.
Colton Howard will come onto the floor now. And it's going to be 2 shots. So Patrick will get a shot here. Greg Zorich has found himself in a place a couple of times here handling the basketball in a place where he really didn't want to. Patrick misses a free throw. That is rare. Now Howard will come out for Zorich. And now Patrick with another one. His shot goes down. 31-28, Triton. Caleb McEwen brings it across. Hands it off to Jonas. Corner it goes to Carr. He'll bring it out with the dribble. All the way out to the volleyball line. Gets a screen from Howard, and not sure who that's going to be on. If it is. It's on Wood. That's number 4 on him with 4:17 to play. That could play a problem here.
Yeah, that's going to bring him out of the game, and that's just a tough break getting that 4th one. It's always a tough decision as a coach.
Jonas McEwen will key it in, and Caleb gets an elbow in the face by Riffle as he knocks it out of bounds, but McEwen okay, and it'll stay Culver basketball. Jonas kicks it in. Carr in the backcourt, and Jamison Swanson will come guard him all the way down the floor, knocks it away. Obermeyer kicks it ahead to Swanson, blocked by McEwen, but Jameson Swanson knocked that out of the hands of the Culver player right into the hands of Obermeyer for the steal. Jaden returned the favor with a quick pass for the layup. Now we're going to get some discussion on the officials' part. I don't know what they're discussing. I mean, it was clearly a foul.
I think somebody might ask if there was a goaltending on there. I don't think it was. It looked like a clean block from here.
I think the whistle blew first is what I was thinking, because I thought the same thing with the goaltend, and I think that but in my memory, the whistle went before the shot went up.
They're counting the basket.
They're going to count the basket. All right, this is going to be an argument.
Basket's good on basket interference.
Okay, so they're going to give him the bucket. I don't know about that. Swanson will get the free throw, and that one's good. I will honestly say, I thought the whistle blew before the shot went up.
Yeah, but alas.
34-28 the score. So a big break for Triton here. And Caleb will work right side, has Carr. Honestly, it was goaltending. But, like I said, I thought I heard the whistle first. Jonas now to the baseline. Pass underneath, Howard. Double teamed instantly, has to find help. To Caleb, and they're going to call him for a travel, and I think it was. 10 turnovers now for Culver.
Yeah, Triton's really kind of turned it up on the defensive end in this 4th quarter, Rusty. They've kind of locked it down.
And I think you can see the ability of Triton to go deeper in the bench, too.
Yeah, it's
because you're starting to see some wear and tear on these Culver guys. They have been playing absolutely 100% effort from the opening whistle. Swanson with a long 3. Jamison, no good. Rebound comes down to Jonas McEwen. He'll get it to Caleb, and he'll bring it across.
Yeah, they need to see one go down here quickly, Rusty.
That's going to be on Patrick, I think, as he tried to fight through the screen. And that's who it will be on. 3rd foul on Patrick. And it's 34-28, 3:13 to play in this one. Triton with a lead. Culver has the basketball. Colton Howard will give it back to Jonas McEwen, and he'll bring it up. Working right side. Swanson from behind knocks it away. Ball on the floor. Riffle and Howard fighting on the floor for it. Wonder if either one of them were wrestlers in their early junior high days, because that's what that looked like.
They're both good at grabbing the ball and not letting go, I'll tell you that much.
So now the held basketball will give it to Culver on alternating possessions. Pass comes into Caleb, knocked away, and Julian Swanson will come away with it. Up quickly to Obermeyer, all alone, bucket. Jaden Obermeyer now with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals. Great game for him. Second one this week. 36-28. Carr, spin move. Gets cut off, needs help. Has to get it to Jonas. Now they'll space the floor back out. Once again, Jameson Swanson kicking it away from behind. Brady Wood going to come back and take his place now. 2:31 to play, 36-28. Triton starting to extend this a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that suffocating defense, Rusty. It's been relentless, too.
Jonas needs help. Got to get it in. Throws it long. Caleb runs it down. Hands it to Carr. Carr will just take the three. In and out. Rebound comes down to Brady Wood. He'll give it up to Swanson. Left side, cross-court riffle. 2:15 to play. Triton, I would imagine, is going to be very happy to just play some time here.
Yeah.
And now Carr will get the foul as he fouls Swanson. So John Carr has his second, and it'll stay Triton basketball. They'll cue it in from in front of the scorer's bench here. Gage Riffle doing the honors. He'll get it to Julian Swanson. Right, or left side, I should say, Brady Wood. He'll get it out to Swanson, looking for somewhere to go. Back to Wood. Wood, trapped now, needs some help. Gives it up to Swanson. Riffle with a look at three from the right side. Throws it back to Swanson. Back to Riffle. In the middle, Patrick kicks it to Swanson. Thought about the three, drives it to the block, to the rim, no good. Partially blocked, gets his own rebound, knocked out of his hands, and Patrick will come out of there with it. We got a whistle away from the basketball.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting here now for Triton. Chance to make this a double-digit lead for the first time this game.
That's going to be on Jonas McCune, his second. And I think you're seeing right here the situation Culver's been in all year long. Just get down here to the end and not being able to bury enough shots in spite of an incredible effort on defense has just been their downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Second shot, that one is good. So Patrick now 500, 2 of 4 from the line. Jonas gets it to Caleb on the inbound, minute 33. 37-28. Pass goes to Jonas. He'll work left side. Riffle on him now. Underneath, Howard was there, but Obermeyer got up too high. Steal for him is number 4.
Wow. It's a good defensive night out of him.
Riffle working right side. Has Swanson. Now to Wood. Minute 9. Going to have to foul here soon. And Patrick, Obermeyer on the baseline. Kicks it to Riffle. He'll just dribble it back out. Under a minute now. Julian Swanson will take the three. Misses it. Jaden Obermeyer with the rebound, but he went through Green.
Ill-advised shot, in my opinion, Rusty. Just not sure you want to take a three there, up 9, under a minute left. Just keep using that clock, but shoot or shoot, like they say.
Gage Riffle going to get that foul. I didn't even see him in there. But he'll get the foul. 37-28 here. Under a minute to play. Culver has it back. Jonas brings it over, working left side. Gets a screen from Zorich. Works back to the middle. Has Caleb. He'll try the baseline. Forces one up. Nothing there. Jaden Obermeyer. 5 rebounds now. Julian Swanson brings it across. Has it knocked out of his hands. And boy, he and Jonas McCune just leveled each other.
Nice little collision in the hole there. Fullback dive.
I was going to say, it's exactly what it looked like. Ball got knocked out of Julian Swanson's hands.
Of course, I got to be careful making that fullback dive comment. I got teed up for that one once. was the last one I got, though. It's been a while, but yeah, sometimes you see a shoulder get lowered, and it looks like a little bit of football.
Ball got knocked away. Jonas just came in there anyway, filling the hole, as they say. He got blasted by Swanson. 30 seconds now. Jonas, double team, kicks it. Braylon Jackson, baseline on the left side, and no bucket. We're going to get a foul before it went down. That one's going to be on Riffle. That'll be number 4 on him.
No basket foul on the floor. Trojan foul number 20, Gabe Riffle. His fourth, team's 5th. Cavaliers are now in the bonus.
Braylon Jackson will go to the free throw line here, trying to get a little closer with 24 seconds left. And he'll bury the first one. He'll get a second one. Carr going to come back, and Green going to take a seat.
There's Coach DuPont heading out, getting a little scouting in tonight.
Second shot is up, no good. Rebound kicked around, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Culver basketball.
Such a basketball. Couldn't even walk out until he had to do one more.
Had to wait till the last 20 seconds.
Let's see here. Let's see what happens. You got to love it, though. Oh, yeah, he's still peeking.
He's still going to watch. You know that. Pass going to come in here from Jonas McCune. Caleb has it knocked out of his hands by Riffle. Probably just wanted to chart that one more out of bounds play.
As if he's not going to go watch this film twice tonight. Like, come on, Coach. I get it. Trust me,
Basketball guys are like that. I find that interesting. But he's got his son with him, too, and I think that's cool.
Sorry, keeping him out of trouble on a Friday night.
Pass comes in. Goes into the corner. Jonas McEwen, no good. Rebound in the hands of Jackson. He gets fouled with 14 seconds.
Tell you what, there's no questioning the fight that this Culver team has, Rusty. We've seen them.
Lord, no.
If they play like this down the stretch, though, they are going to win some ball games. I mean, this was not a 2-win team that we saw play here tonight.
No. So like I said, they play to the end and then just can't hit enough shots to make it happen. Braylon Jackson misses a free throw. That's another thing. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Make that 5 of 8, 10, 12. So there's a big
That's a tie game
number
for
there, too. 9 seconds. Patrick to Obermeyer. Lays it in with 4 seconds. Jaden Obermeyer with a bucket and a shot at the buzzer is going to go off the rim. And that'll end it. So Triton is going to be happy to get out of here with a 39-30 win. You want to know what's weird? You remember the score of the girls' game?
No.
39-30. Culver won that one. So that is a weird night. Yeah. So anyway, that's going to end it. 39-30 our score. We'll come back. We'll have our post-game show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Time now for the post-game, brought to you by McDonald's.
And we're back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium in Culver, our post-game show brought to you by McDonald's. And let's run down the scoring real quick. First for Culver, it was Braylon Jackson off the bench, had 8 points. Caleb McEwen, 5 points for him, 3 rebounds. John Carr with a bucket for 2. Jonas McEwen, 7 points on the night, 3 rebounds for him. Jordan Green with 5 points. He had 3 steals. And Drake Zorich had 3 points, 5 rebounds. For Triton, who moves to 9-2 now, they had 4 points from Landon Patrick. He also had 4 assists and 3 steals, so he did his job for sure. Jamison Swanson with 6 points. Julian Swanson had five rebounds to go with that. Jaden Overmeyer, another double-digit night in scoring, 14 points. That's what I had him for. 5 rebounds, 4 steals, another great night for him. That's a great week. He had a great game on Tuesday as well. Gage Riffle with 3 points, and Brady Wood with 7 points, couple of rebounds. You know, it was one of those nights for Triton where you talk about trap game. You know, as hard as Culver plays the game, this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, Rusty, and even still, I mean, it's not like Triton came out and played that bad.
No.
They didn't knock down a ton of shots, but Culver just played extremely well. Culver just played extremely well on the defensive end, and kind of led to them staying in that game.
Jason Grove's going to join us here for just a moment. Coach, thanks for coming up. Don't fall on all the wires we got running around here. It's kind of a OSHA's going to kill me for this, I think. Good game for you tonight. I mean, Peyton was just saying it wasn't like it was one of those trap games. You knew how hard they played. This was going to be a battle.
I agree. You know, I watched them on film. They play hard. That 1-2-3 zone is definitely a enigma to figure out offensively. But we battled and found a way in the second half.
And like I said, with them, they played extremely well. They just didn't make enough shots to get any closer.
Yeah, I mean, they hit shots. They beat us tonight. They were better than us in a lot of categories. I mean, one, effort. 2, just rebounding. They kill us on the boards. And that's just effort. They outworked us. And that's what we talked about. That was my first key on the board tonight is don't get outworked. But we did.
Yeah, I saw the 5-man substitution. It's been a while since I've seen that. But, yeah, Jaden Overmeyer, though, has had an outstanding week for him. I had him for 14 more points tonight, 5 more rebounds, 5 steals. I mean, second game in a row, he's really, really been good.
Yeah, and, we're kind of moving him here from playing guard most of his career, and he's an athletic kid, big, strong athletic kid, and that's what we talked to him about. Just go up and finish, get to the basket, use your athleticism. We kind of got on him at halftime a little bit, for double clutch, and I go, you're the most athletic kid out there. Just go up and finish. And, he did that. He did a nice job in the second half.
I thought the most interesting battle of the night, though, was Jonas McCune and Julian Swanson, because that was literally a boxing match. They were all over each other, all the way up and down the floor for the whole night. In the second half especially, it was fun to watch that. I know you probably weren't having a lot of fun,
no.
But both of them were just all over each other.
Yeah, they were. I mean, like I said, they play hard, they get after it, and that's where we got to be a little bit more mentally tough, though. I mean, teams are gonna get after us and create problems. We got to respond the right way, and just defend, take care of the ball. Too many turnovers tonight, but yeah. Just an interesting night.
It was. Well, man, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
At least on Tuesday. We'll be there for that one.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay. That's Jason Groves, head coach for Triton. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we need to name our player of the game here. So we'll be right back.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at John R. Nelson Gymnasium, Peyton Skirvin, Rusty Nixon, our final score. I mentioned this to you before we even started our post game. Triton 39, Culver 30 in the boys game. What was the score in the girls game? You remember?
Yeah, 39-30, Rusty. That's
Culver with the win.
Wild night.
Just a weird night all the way around. I mean, and I like I said, I thought the most entertaining thing I saw was McCune and Swanson just literally fighting each other every inch of the floor on both sides.
They did. No one backed down either, Rusty. On either side of the court. It was so fun to watch. It was an absolute battle on a game that both teams are going to need an ice bath.
I'm going to give credit where credit was due. Great to watch, and we got to watch it because the officials let it happen.
Yeah, right. They let them play. The game flowed. It was just a nice nice, fun game for us to watch.
Flow to the game. It wasn't this choppy thing because the whistle was blowing. They let them play. I just love that. I love it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, We need to name a player of the game, then we can start going home. I don't know. For Culver, I'm leaning to Jonas McCune. He only had 7 points and 3 rebounds, but the things he did in that first half, to keep everything under control.
Right, he was the guy that they kind of looked to.
He was the glue.
Yeah, he's going to be rock solid, steady for us, and allow us to kind of play that chaotic game, but fall back on your guy that says, "Hey, we're good. Let's just calm it down." So I would tend to agree there, Jonas McCune.
Now, on the other side, I know it's the second time in a week, but I mean,
you have to.
Jaden Overmeyer, what a game.
Dude. I mean, he is just incredible. You just watch him on the defense end, too, the steals that he gets, because he sees everything. He jumps passing lanes, and gosh, he's a good player, Rusty.
Jaden Overmeyer, our player of the game here for Triton, 14 points, 4 steals, 5 rebounds. And so he and Jonas McCune are 2 players of the game tonight. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it. Next week, we're just going to throw it out there. It's basketball. Just tune in the station, and you'll hear basketball. We got a game. Bi-County starts on Tuesday night at LaVille. We'll have LaVille and Triton again. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you thought
LaVille and Triton boys and LaVille and Triton girls as well. So that'll be a boy-girl doubleheader on Tuesday. Thursday, we'll be back for the semifinals for the girls. Friday's the semifinals for the boys, and then Saturday the championship match, and we'll have doubleheaders all of those nights. I will be at the Liveplex on Monday, and Scylla will start their Max 98.3 season. That game we were supposed to have on Wednesday. Yeah, hopefully. With the weather the way it looks, that might not happen, but it's supposed to be like 10 degrees as a high on Monday.
Yeah, I saw that. That'll be fun.
But they were supposed to start Wednesday and then got snowed out, so they reset that for Monday. So we'll be there for a boy-girl doubleheader there as well, and Scylla taking on Glen Oaks. I will be there for that. You'll join me for the Bi-County. If you like basketball, just set your dial and let it go, because it's going to be on here.
And it'll be some really good games going on, too.
Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. I'm Rusty Nixon for Peyton Skirvin. That's going to do it. Our final once again in the girls' game earlier tonight, 39 for Culver, 30 for Triton. In the boys' game, 39 for Triton, 30 for Culver. Have yourselves a great weekend. Don't forget, Saturday Morning Coaches Show tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'll be there, too.
Tonight's game brought to you by Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big B Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Don't forget to visit us online at sportsthemax.net, on Facebook, and on the web.